Give it story
All
roll.
right, starting now. You
Continue.
all find yourselves laying on cold stone ground, heads pounding, uh, uh, cool rock, and muscles stiff. So you've been like laying there for a while, uh, blinking bleary eyes. You notice like two other figures in the room with you in similar states of agonized pain. Last thing you remember was someone coming up behind you in a dark alley, and then a flash of pain, and then you woke up here. All of your things are gone. You haven't been stripped completely naked, but down to like leather leggings and shirts, and all of your equipment has been taken from you, including those special items that you so highly coveted. Um, as your vision clears, you see the other two figures. So, Herja, why don't you describe to the others what they see?
So, as you can see by the picture, he probably has less clothing on now if he's been stripped. But dark scales traced with this. I imagine his are slightly more orangey or like yellowy fire color than the white. But there are these veins of power that run through probably his entire body. He looks pretty savage for someone you're sharing a cell with, and he's about 6 foot tall and reasonably chunky. Looks tough and capable, and probably is currently. Are we chained up right now, or are we like thrown in
No
cell loose?
chains, just
Okay.
loose cell.
Uh, Probably looks hungry. At you, Rob.
Yeah, Essa is definitely would probably come across her just senses as injured and weak. Rob, why don't you describe Essa?
Yeah, he is again similar to the picture, very pale, like long white hair. His eyes are kind of a little sunken. His facial features very pointed. Um, he looks extremely frail. You can see like as he's moving, he's in a lot of pain. And I imagine kind of he's in this long robe before, so that's maybe gone, and you can see like a lot of his torso. He's like, covered in scars all across his back and like the backs of his arms. He looks like he's been through hell. And he kind of stands, and his legs are very shaky, and both of his hands tremble. Um, and he kind of blinks and rubs his red eyes and kind of looks around, a little confused, maybe.
So good of them to have brought lunch.
He kind of almost as if like noticing you for the first time, like turns and kind of looks and cocks his head at you. Do you mean me?
I'm not picky.
I am.
Right, and then
Uh,
the third figure in the room, Liam. Please describe John's.
John's is he has quite short hair, slightly longer on top, but it's very sort of down at the sides. Um, you notice he doesn't have a shirt on, but it's just to accentuate his enormous bulging muscles upon his arms and his very like well shaped, almost cuboidal torso. Um, as he's been stripped of all of his armor and things, he's simply left with a pair of leather jorts and two armbands around his wrist. And he looks as confused as the rest of you.
All right, and you guys look around yourselves in this cell, and you can kind of see a that there's like an oubliette type opening in the ceiling where you think perhaps like you were just kind of dropped in and then locked in here. There's a kind of like a huge like sliding metal door that stands on like the northern end of the room with like a thin metal slit about eye level that runs like the length of it. And yeah, you're stuck in this room.
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Are we considered to have just had a long rest?
Yes?
So I'm a divination wizard, so can I roll my portents?
Oh, yes.
11, 13.
Okay.
So how high up is the grill in the ceiling? And that's where we think we've come from, and the door.
It's about 50 feet up or so.
Right. How wide is the room?
It's about maybe a good 20 feet in like diameter, circumference.
Oh, it's circular.
Ish. Yeah.
Ish.
Yeah. It looks like hand carved stone. Like hasn't been like laid down by like brick. There's bits of earth in some spots, but like it's been like reinforced as much as it could be. And obviously the metal door is very man-made and modern. But like this cool stone beneath you is kind of like this particular room has been slightly fortified, but you can see like the cracks where like this wasn't like put together by experienced engineers, if anything. And it's like, you all give me a perception check.
19.
Very nice.
11.
17.
All right, Johns and Essa, you hear out in like the corridor past the big metal door. You hear like shuffling fabric and whispers and faint drumming.
Is the drumming like slow and rhythmic, or is it
Like
does it sound like a big drum far away, or
big drum far away?
Okay, so it's like a boom, boom.
Yeah.
Boom. Okay.
In time with your heart, you would like a normal heartbeat.
Mm. Do you hear that?
I hear it.
I guess I was distracted trying to climb up the wall, but without my charm.
Yes, somebody obviously stole it from you, the bastards. It's like there's no way you can return home without that. That's like a gift from your tribe, right?
Yes. The
Yeah.
Solla tribe, S-O-L-L-A.
I'm sorry I didn't give you a cool story, bro, by the way.
Sorry?
It's all right. I mean, you're a meme.
I'm a bit mean. Sorry.
I'm going to go over and try and inspect one of the doors, see if I can find a weak spot.
Sure. You go over to the metal door and kind of like step up to it and or limp up to it in your case, I suppose.
Yeah, he does have a limp.
Limp up to the door and kind of like leaning against it to like look through the eye slits. You see like faint shadows like at like the corner of your vision, and so you kind of like tilt your head to like look that way whenever a loud clang like comes up against the door like inches from your face as a person slams their hands against the metal door and says, look, they're awake.
So I imagine Asa sort of stumbles backwards in fright.
Yeah, it's like total jump scare territory of this.
Yeah.
Like you were looking in one direction and then someone came up and slapped the door and making with a loud clang.
From what little I see of this person, can I determine if they're like another prisoner?
There's like a flash of like a white and black mask at the eye slit that's visible to the rest of you.
Right. I think I'm just gonna cast Chill Touch then.
All right.
Poke him in the eye.
Yeah.
What I heal.
Oh, natural one.
Yeah, I mean, he was
Great.
gonna have full cover
Props to Ringo.
anyway, so.
He trips over some bones and like falls in a heap.
Yeah, there's a cackling laughter. They want to play. We should let them out and let them play. They want to play.
What sort of game are we playing?
Oh, the fun kind. The fun kind.
What kind of fun game are we playing?
The bloody kind. He like slaps the
Don't
door.
ask it, Liam.
That
Slaps
doesn't
the
sound fun
door.
to me. He turns and looks at the other team.
Slams the door again.
What if we don't want to play your game?
You have to. There's no choice.
There's always a choice.
You'll be fun. And like behind him, like you hear like voices rise, echoing through the corridors. The Lord of slowest terror, hunter of shadows, is us to send his right hand. He who walks behind. And like the drums kick up.
What did they say?
Something about the Lord of Shadows he walks behind or something like that.
About the right hand,
The Lord of Slowest Terror, Hunter of
Okay.
the Shadows, is asked to send his right hand, he who walks behind.
Well, let us out then.
Oh, you'll be let out.
He like stands and kind of dusts himself off, shivering a bit as I imagine it's pretty cold and he's got no meat on his bones.
Defo. It's like, don't worry, we'll give you a head start. The man laughs and disappears from sight.
Okay, I have a new plan. You're gonna help me eat him.
See? I
Yes.
told you I was picky, and oh, sorry, that was him saying S-E-E.
Oh, I see.
See? I told you I was picky, and he seems much better.
Whatever he's gonna do, he should get on with it.
And
Quite agree.
almost as if on cue, like the door starts cranking open. It's slow and like you hear like the mechanism within like the walls like clanking against each other as like their huge cogs and safety like thing just kind of comes down and it's a tunk 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 tunk. The doors open slowly and reveal the corridor in front of you. And you hear cackling mad laughter further down the hallways in front of you. If you like step towards the opening, you will see there's a passage on your left, right, and straight ahead.
Are there bones in this room? I know Rob said he tripped over bones, but I won't know for sure.
Yeah, there are.
I'm gonna pick one up and like hit it against the door. I want to test how strong it is.
Sure. Roll me a D100.
33.
You found yourself a club. Bone club,
Nice.
I'm gonna pick one up and chew on it.
sir. Roll a strength check.
Okay. 15 plus 1. Unless it's athletics.
Crouch, 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 crouch. It still has good marrow in it.
This'll do for now.
Did you arm
So-
yourself too, small one? He looks at. He says that.
I'm fine, thank you.
Which path do you take? He indicates with the club at all 3 entrances or exits, as it were.
Is there any sign of the sound being stronger in any particular direction or anything? Or any smell? Or anything to lead us in any particular way?
Roll a perception check.
Okie dokie.
May
Also,
I
did-
also roll one?
Sure.
Did you like
not
that I put my
necessarily-
guy in prison, by the way? On my
There you-
overlay, my guy's in prison.
Oh.
If you look.
Yeah, oh yeah, I did see your background. I did like that.
26.
22.
I rolled really well.
Ooh, nice. With the 22, the drums sound further north, if that makes sense. The hallway to the left of you seems a bit quieter in some way, but Herja, with a 26, because that's awesome, you actually smell the 3 of you further up, if that makes sense. In the path
Like
straight
the-
ahead. Like a scent trail of...
Yes.
Yeah.
Took me a moment to pass that, but yes.
Sorry,
So
sorry,
straight ahead. That's okay.
Scooby-Doo lines.
Yeah. He is gonna. Very obviously, you can see him sort of sniffing the air, and he prowls forward.
John smells like tiger balm.
Oh, of course he does. Tiger Balm and Biofreeze.
And I will cautiously go up the center passageway, checking for traps or dangers in
Sure.
some way. Do you want to use the same perception, or do you want
Yeah,
me to roll
yeah,
again?
yeah,
Or like
yeah.
investigation? Cool.
There doesn't appear to be any traps in front of you.
Cool. Can I navigate as far forward as allowed?
Oh yeah, and you find another closed off door in front of you, leading to
cool.
another room where you have the scent.
Is there like a slidey thing on the door, or a lock, or any way of opening it? Push, pull, lift?
It just appears to be a simple door. You give it a tug, I guess.
Sure.
It is locked.
I smell the way we came. This way.
Well, I had my things, I could maybe do something about it, but... Well... Not anymore.
Let me give this a try. Johnson's gonna grip the. Does the door have a handle, or is it like a?
Yeah, there's a small little handle.
I'm gonna try and yank this door open with all my might.
It is a push.
I'm going to push this door with all my might.
Okay, give me a strength check. Or athletics, excuse me.
Oh, for fuck's sake! I rolled a nat 1.
Yeah, so you grip onto the handle and
Muscles bulging, you can see the veins.
this little and does the big old shoulder check into it. Apparently it was a pull, but you hear John's bang himself against the door, and you hear the cackling laughter behind you, and two figures step out in the entrance to the hallway that you just took.
Yeah.
Both like grinning madly at you behind their masks. It's like domino masks, and so you can see like their grinning faces. And they say, "Oh, it's looky, we found more players." And roll initiative, nerds.
Is this human Fortnite?
No. Nope.
I rolled a 3.
I rolled
I rolled
well.
a 7.
I rolled 19.
Oh, wait.
19,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 7.
7, and a 3?
3, yes.
Okay. What does he have? An 11. Do 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 do. Okay,
No, it's do 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 do.
stop it.
Liam.
Okay. Alrighty. So we have like the two cultists at the end of the hallway who've basically laughing at the fact that you guys have been trapped so easily and so quickly, and but thankfully, Herja, you're up first. Hi, baby. Sorry, I had
Very
my
creepy.
Sisters out. These cultists.
Kenny was walking Maple, and I have like the window to my room open, and it's like right next to the front door, and she like stopped by the window, wagging her tail, all like. Anyways,
Can I ask, cultists, do they look particularly armored or armed?
one of them appears to be wearing like traditional robes, is waving a dagger in his hand, while the other is has a scimitar and has like a long cloak over his form, so you can't quite tell if he's wearing armor underneath, but a bit more martial looking than the fellow with the dagger.
Okay. How far away are they?
Let's see. Figured you guys are both all up at the door. 1, 2, 3, 4. About 20 feet.
About 20 feet. And this corridor's wide enough for all of us to fight in?
No,
like
it's pretty much a
two-person
straight
wide?
line.
One person. Right.
Yeah. So you
All
can
right.
you can shoulder past Essa, no problem though.
Sure. Well, I wasn't right up against the door because obviously John
Yeah,
was
yeah.
trying and failing. So he spins as these people arrive, and he'll take one or two of those kind of predatory steps forward, like kind of all hunched over, and then do the kind of like velociraptor kind of noise.
Oh, nice.
And then his hand will come forward, and basically, like out of his palm, he will thorn whip the weaker looking daggery cultist dude, and
Oh,
attempt to
nice.
hit him and drag him into the corridor. Because you can still cantrip without a thing, can't you?
Yes.
I am somewhat glad that I went for the guy with less armor. That was 15.
That hits.
Excellent. That is 2d6 damage at this level. That has applied 6 grand total of damage to cultist dude. And he is dragged 10 feet closer, I think.
Yeah, so he's probably right up next to Essa right now.
Well, I was thinking I push forward, so I'm...
Oh, yeah. He's
I'm
right in
at the
front of you
front.
then.
But as I'm coming forward, I think I do the thorn whip and pull him towards me.
Defo.
And then in one kind of swift movement, as a lizard person, I get a natural bite, but I also get one bonus action bite every short rest. So I'm going
Oh.
to use a bonus action bite called Hungry Jaws. You make a special attack with your bite. If it hits, it deals normal damage, which is 1d6 plus strength. And then you gain temporary hit points equal to your con mod.
Oh, nice.
And you can only use it once. Short rest. That is also 15, I think,
That
which is
will
what I
also
rolled
hit.
to hit. Oh, no, actually, it's not as good. Sorry, 14.
Still hits.
Cool. And then... That's 5 damage, plus 1 for 6 damage, and I gain 3 temporary hit points.
Very nice.
So he basically, like, leaps on him, but before he even gets there, and pulls him into place, and then leaps upon this guy, taking a chunk out of him.
Yeah, and he kind of yells in pain as like the blood splatters across the stone and the rough-hewn walls, and then it kind of breaks into a mad cackle as he reaches up and tries to cast Inflict Wounds upon you.
Oh, shit.
Oh boy.
That
Shankosaurus.
is a 15 to hit
Oh, I have AC 16
with your natural armor.
with my natural armor.
Jesus Christ. That's not bad.
Lucky bastard.
So I imagine, like, you see the veins of energy, like, flare in his arm, across his body, wherever the hand touched, and there is this, like, hissing cackle.
Yeah, definitely. But then it is his ally's turn, who's going to like sprint up the hallway at you with scimitar raised, and behind him you see a third cultist appear, coming around the bend, and who's like screaming like, "Leave some for me!" That is a 17 on the dice to hit.
That will hit.
All right. And that will be... Oh, shoot. I dropped it. 5 points of piercing damage.
So it does 2 actual damage because of
Yes.
my temporary hit points.
But the other one is still getting into the fray. It is now Johnson's turn.
I can't get in about these boys without pushing.
Well, there's
Past,
2 people attacking me, so hopefully you'll be able to.
Yeah.
It's a tight squeeze.
Yeah.
Also, although you described my bone as a club, is it still count as an improvised weapon?
No, I'm letting it be a club.
Okay,
Unless you'd prefer it to be an improvised weapon.
I would.
Okay.
Okay
Okay.
with you.
Yeah,
Is that
yeah,
the
yeah.
same
Tavern Brawler.
Right.
Tavern Brawler, yeah.
Nice.
Interesting.
He's
I have a
pushing
It's
him
like
off.
a D6 as a club, though, isn't it?
No,
would
club
be
D4,
Oh, okay.
according to this.
Okay, okay.
So it's the same damage regardless, it's just for my bonus action grapple thing.
Sure,
I'm
sure,
gonna
sure.
rush forward and bash one of the boys in the gut with my bone club.
Are you going for the one that tried to cast a spell, or are you going to go for the guy who stabbed into Herja?
The one who actually hit.
Okay.
Herja. So I'm gonna try and hit with this bone. That is a... Oh, what's my strength one? What's 3? So that's... Oh no, it's +6. So 17.
Yeah, that hits.
1d4 plus 3, 4. That's 6.
6 damage?
Yes, 6 bludgeoning, as I recall.
Okay.
And then I get 2 attacks. I'm gonna bash him again. And roll better, so that also hits.
What was the first one to hit?
17.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
I rolled an 11 plus my 6.
I realized I didn't actually hear what you said.
So this is a 14 plus 6 for a non-natural 20.
Nice.
And that does 5 damage. And then I bash him in the gut so that he's hunched over, and then I'm going to use a bonus action to try and grapple him into a front face lock.
Well, that would be something to do, except whenever you like bashed him in the stomach and you came back up with the bone club once again, like his head just snaps back and forceful cracking sound as you broke his neck with that second attack.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm assuming I then can't bonus action grapple the other dude.
Because do you have to do
It
something?
says when you hit a creature with an unarmed strike or an improvised weapon on your turn, you can use a bonus action to attempt to grapple the
Then
target.
no, because
So I figure-
you haven't hit
that's
them.
okay. That's cool. I thought so.
Okay. But Essa, it's your turn. Your turn.
You're right. I am simply going to try and go backwards. And then I would like to cast Firebolt.
All right.
Uh,
At which one?
That's going to at the whichever one's closest to me. I guess the one that was thorn whipped and pulled
Yeah.
close.
Okay.
That's going to be a 23 to hit.
Defo hits.
For 3 and 8, so 11 damage.
Very nice. As the flames lick across his robes and he continues to cackle madly. There's like blood pouring from his gums, so like his teeth look like extra horrific. And it is Herja's turn again.
Does it look pretty bad, the guy that I'm in combat with?
Yeah, he looks pretty bad.
Okay. But the other guy went down pretty quick. There's a scimitar
Yeah.
on the ground.
Yes, there is a scimitar on the ground.
Interesting. Does it look like you'd be wanting that, Liam? Or is that
I'm
not
happy
your
enough
kind of
with my
weapon?
club, actually.
Okay.
Because I can do the bonus action grapple, which will make it easier for you guys to hit him later.
Just so happens as a druid, I have a scimitar written down as like, my default weapon. But can I pick it up as like a bonus action maybe? Or
Yeah.
reaction? So he'll pick the scimitar up, but he's actually going to go for the thorn whip because it's not actually a ranged attack; it's a melee spell attack. So it
Just
no
has a 10-foot
disadvantage.
range. Yeah.
It's 30 foot.
Oh,
But
nice.
pulls 10 feet. So, but it says melee spell attack rather than a ranged one, so it doesn't have disadvantage with him being up close.
Nice.
Which kind of makes sense, I guess, because that's the whole point of the spell. So he's gonna like prowl around almost like a, tail whipping and kind of in a circle and pick up the sword and then like lash out with his other hand, and the kind of swampy thorny whip comes out. 14 again.
Hits.
But with a different modifier, because it's a different attack. Nice. On the bite. 7.
He's still up.
So yeah, basically, he's right next to him anyway, but it just pulls him close. And I have nothing on a bonus action, right? Meow.
Meow. And like the cultist in front of you is still like laughing madly and has like blood pouring out of his mouth, and his black and white mask has been cracked from one of the blows, and like he's partially singed, and he just looks at you, Herja, and says, "I see the things that follow, those who walk before, and he who walks behind. They come for you." And then he stabs himself with the dagger, like up under his chin, and falls in a heap at your feet.
He kind of cocks his head in that lizard way, not seeing creatures often kill themselves first.
God.
And the third cultist, however, is not going to disappoint you and comes rushing forward with his scimitar. And that is a 17 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. Could have sworn, yes, scimitar. D6.
Mm-hmm. Thin air.
For 7 damage.
Okie doke.
And then it is Jonce's turn.
Jonce.
Bashy bashy. With my big old club. Just gonna roll both of that at the same time. Oh no. The highest was an 11.
That will miss, I'm afraid.
That's cool. I figured it would.
Yeah.
Okay. Swing and a miss.
Swing, swing. Essa.
I'm going to try and not miss. It's not fantastic. 14.
Hits.
I'm going for the same one. That.
Only one left.
Yeah. 14 damage.
Yeah, describe it.
Yeah, so he kind of does this like big kind of sweeping hand motion, and you see this like huge just kind of ball of fire appear right in front of him. And he sends it with a flick of his wrist, and it sort of takes an arcing line and crashes into this guy's chest. And it sucks for that dude.
Right. Herja, I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw, if you please.
Okay. 15 plus 7 for 22.
Okay. You see like a flickering shadow at like the corner of your eye, but you kind of like shake your head and it passes.
It's like that. It's like the nictating membrane thing goes over his eye.
You just wanted to say nictating membrane, didn't you?
I do. Don't get to say it enough. Was this guy the guy that I'm still kind of holding that killed himself? Was he the cackly one at the door?
Yes.
Okay, then he takes a big bite out of his throat.
Okay.
Oh Jesus!
It's like he's just like holding him by like his robes on his chest, and he just goes, and then throws him to the ground.
Each of these cultists were wearing leather armor. The mad one was using a dagger, and the other two were both wielding scimitars.
Does the
will-
leather armor fit over Jonce's bulging muscles? Alternatively, can it be like Iron Bull, where even though he wears like the heavy armor, he doesn't have a shirt on, but it still counts as the armor?
What?
Like sometimes when you give Iron Bull armor, he doesn't wear the shirt, he just wears the trousers of the armor.
Oh,
So it's the armor.
okay. Dragon Age reference. I was like, what? Okay. It can be however you want it to be, man.
Cool. Jonce's gonna take some leather armor and pop it on.
Essa's gonna come over and timidly scoop up the dagger if Herjo lets him.
Yeah, absolutely. He doesn't have a problem with the dagger. You
Well,
just have to
minus
pull it out of the
movement,
guy
dude.
who's mostly beheaded, or almost beheaded.
Yeah, he hasn't got a problem with that. He doesn't seem
Okay.
squeamish.
As you kind of like lean in to pull the dagger out, you can see like Herja's attention is like further down the corridor. Do you see the shadows move? And you see his head like cocking at the corner of the corridor where he saw that flicker.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Jonce says as he tries to fit his arm through the guy's leather arm.
Herja kind of like cocks his head up towards you, dismisses you as an idiot, considering all the cultists are talking about shadows and he who follows and things, and like flicks his head towards Asa. There's something else here.
I quite agree, but I don't know what it might be. Can't be good though.
I feel we will find out.
I feel you may be correct.
Is there
And then
anything
the-
else you all feel as you loot the bodies?
Generally,
Gold?
I would prefer to be somewhere else.
Roll an investigation check.
I will
I was-
also roll one, even though I'm garbage at that.
I was
because
going to say feelings, but I was like, no, I'd prefer potions. I feel feelings. Investigation. I got 15 plus 0.
Oh,
I
very
got 14.
nice. You got what?
14, 15 plus -1.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Herja, you find on the Mad One a key. And a single healing potion.
It's very generous.
Yes, the key has like a sword-like hilt and smells of like the same material as the door in front of you.
Ah.
Sorry, did I find anything, or was it just...
No.
Oh, no worries. Checking.
He wouldn't like hide the healing potion, so like he'll like pull it out and shake it in front of everybody, and then like pull the key.
I feel
And
like we
then-
might need that.
You're the only one to put on clothing, so maybe you have a pocket or a belt that you can hold the potion if you
That's fine.
want.
I got a belt loop in my jorts.
It will take like 5 or
Not giving you to that, but just for that.
it will take like
Fucking jokes.
5 minutes for Jones to equip
Put
his
armor
leather
on.
armor. Yeah,
Sure.
and 10 minutes. 5 if someone helps him.
It's only leather is quicker, isn't?
Yeah,
it 10 minutes
it's
to
like
put heavy on.
no. It's like 20 for heavy, I think,
Is it?
something like that.
5 to 10 anyway.
Yeah.
I'm not going to help him. I'm going to eat during that time. I'm going to prowl up and down a little bit and then take some snack.
Yeah,
some
I think
other
the drumming hasn't stopped, and you can hear that chanting coming from beyond the locked door.
Light armor to don and doff is 1 minute. Medium is
Oh,
5
okay, okay.
minutes to don and 1 minute doff.
Sure,
And
sure,
heavy armor is
sure.
10 and then 5.
Would you like to investigate any of the other corridors while you're waiting for Johns
I think
to...
so.
Okay, so you're gonna come down and kind of go around. Which way?
Yeah, why not? Left.
Okay.
The original left, not the left we're now coming down from.
Yeah. No, I
Looking
gotcha.
down at the map, I'm guessing.
Yeah. You kind of like come down this way and just find like more of like twisting tunnels. I don't know how far you're wanting to go without your new quote unquote allies.
Is Asa following up? In
Yeah.
that- It's just
Sorry.
like, yeah, for like a minute or 5 minutes or something. I will stick to the left-hand rule where you just follow the left all the way around. So if there's this Bodden passageway just south
Yeah.
of where you are now, I'll
Yeah.
go that way.
Yeah. You can go that way. Are you looking carefully, or are you
Yes.
just okay? Roll me
You
a
can
perception
presume
check.
he is alert. He has a
Yeah, I'll ta-
17 perception.
Oh,
or I can
passive
do checks.
perception.
Yeah, he has a
Okay.
17 passive perception, and or I can do checks. But
As do
this
I.
is a dangerous place. So.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, as you like kind of go down this corridor, you notice that there's a darkened stone in like the center of the passageway, and that clearly looks like a triggering plate for somewhat. And you give another like look around, you see like a thin crack in. Ooh, didn't mean to do that. A thin crack in this wall
At the
makes-
far end.
at the far end, yeah. And
So
you
that-
turn around and look and see that there's another one behind you.
Right. So it's we couldn't trigger that pressure plate without them going right the way down the length of the corridor, so we couldn't avoid the thing. So he'd back off, I guess. Unless Asa had any other idea. We couldn't like just. There aren't like more of them, or could we avoid it? If we really want to.
You could make an acrobatics check to leap over it. It's
Oh.
not a huge. It's not a huge plate. Now that you've spotted it.
He's not great at acrobatics, but he doesn't imagine anyone else is either.
I
Just
am
don't
very
ask Essa
not.
not.
The crack, is it horizontal or vertical? Like if he got really close to the ground, is it going to hit him?
Roll me a D100.
Okie dokie. 66.
66. It is kind of like about the size of a fist,
Okay.
if that makes sense. But it's about, would probably hit you about waist or chest high, depending on how tall a person is.
So if he like crawled slowly prone, he might not get hit.
Might not get hit, but will definitely trigger if you're crawling.
Sure.
Just thinking, do we like try mage handing it or something beforehand? But I don't know if that will give us any benefit.
Yeah, we can't really get at it at an angle. Seemingly,
Can
you
you-
have to be in the corridor to get hit by
Yeah.
the trap to do it.
Yeah. Do you have to be able to see your mage hand to control it?
I don't know. I don't know if you can just send it to a design
It
technician.
seems to. Oh no, that's.
Because I was thinking of the thorn whip in it, but I
No,
have to be
you
there.
don't have to be able to see it, but obviously, if you can't see it, you can't control it as well.
Well, you
as-
can. I mean,
I suppose you could summon it
what
above
is your
the button.
Yeah,
and walk around the
exactly. What is your?
corner and then
I was
go
gonna say,
down.
you're a wizard, so I think your passive intelligence would be like, I can put my hand above it, and then we can walk around the corner, and I put the hand down and push the button.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys duck around the corner
Yes.
and do the thing.
Yes.
As the mage hand goes down, and you hear like a chunk, and then there's like a as two flamethrowers erupt from either side of the corridor to like toast the entire corridor. It's a good thing Herja didn't go crawling, because he would have been one roasted lizard.
Toasty.
And then you could put him on a stick, and he would be dead.
Exactly.
When they die down, is there like a window of time that I can quickly run
Oh, yeah.
past that area? Cool.
Yeah,
Can I
yeah.
run and get
Yeah.
down there into the corridor?
Now you can now that the flames have stopped, you can smell the gasoline or kerosene in the air, and whenever you get to the other end of the hallway, you can see kind of like the metal nozzle, and kind of like hear like the of like gas hissing. But then you turn to your right and see that there is a small chest there at the end of the corridor.
The hissing gas and stuff, does it sound to me... Well, okay. Does it sound to me like it's reloading, effectively?
Yes.
Okay. Can I pick up the chest
Yeah.
and carry it? Okay.
Yeah,
Can I
yeah.
try and make my way back again, dashing?
I will
carry it
take
holding the
an
chest?
acrobatics or athletics check for the speed in which you get back across the corridor.
Okay.
carrying
I
a
will make
chest.
it athletics, because that is a little bit better for me,
Okay.
as I'm proficient. I crit.
Very,
Hey!
That's
very
24.
nice. Yeah, you like pick it up, and it's like rugby running the chest back down the thing as you pass by that little center tile, and the thing you hear it click set behind you again, and you make it back to Essa, who's just kind of, I'm assuming, just kind of like watching with wide eyes.
Yeah.
It's probably
Let's
like an
hope.
athletic roll at the end of it.
Well
Yeah.
done. What was your name?
He puts the chest down, and cocked head up at you again, because he's bent over. Herja.
Well done, Herja. That was quite Effective.
And yours?
Asa.
Hey, sir. He stands up. He resists. I really wanted to just spike the chest and smash it after doing the rugby thing. But he doesn't. He stands and goes, "I'm named for the wilds."
Ooh.
I had to hold back all of my temptation to not have John's just randomly show up and go, and my name is John Cena.
I mean, you can if you want to, since they're introducing themselves.
Oh, let's do it then. Let's embrace the meme.
You get 2 blank stares.
John's. Hina.
He nods.
You get like a shrug, and he will open the chest.
All right. Why don't you roll me a D100?
I shall. 69. Because of
Hey.
Noise.
No.
Oh my god.
All right. You find in the chest a couple of items, of which I will be quick about. You find
Sure.
a small kind of maybe 2 foot long, or I don't know how many centimeters that would be. About about half of your arm's length. A metal trident that has like these twisted gold or black and silver tines. It's a trident of +1. There's also a small wand in there, and
Ooh.
a ring, as well as a bright and shiny gem.
A wand, ring, bright and shiny gem.
Mm-hmm.
So he pulls out each item. I'm guessing the ooh, if not verbal, is recognizable.
There's definitely some like grabby hands.
So he'll throw you the wand. Is it anything? Johns is after.
I love how everyone takes a second before saying the name. Johns will look at the ring and say, I used to be a gladiator, so I feel like the ring is appropriate.
I hold up the trident and then like cock my head slightly towards Asa. Trident is
Maybe
like a
sticky
well-known
with it.
gladiator weapon.
Yeah.
Like,
It's also
he gives him the ring, and I'll take the bright and shiny gem. I'm not sure I can even use a trident because druids have really precise things.
I
Am I the only one that can use it? Because
I think you might be.
Yeah.
Yes.
in which case
Because
I'll
it's a
take it.
Big
I'll
ass
keep the
weapon.
I'll keep the bone club around, just in case. I don't know where
Yeah.
it would ever come up, but I'll keep it anyway.
Okay, so you have the trident. Essa, you have a wand of magic missiles.
Yeah, buddy.
John's, the ring is a ring of jumping. And
Fantastic.
the shiny gem is a gem of brightness.
Yay!
You said the trident was +1, correct?
Yes.
Cool.
I honestly, before I thought about the cool spider motif, was going to go Gem of Brightness. Then I was like, it's a sea game. There's like a 50-50 chance I'm going to get one. So he takes Gem of Brightness.
I
and he's happy.
feel seen.
You are seen.
Thanks. But yes, this dead end corridor is thoroughly investigated. Would you care to keep going down this one?
I'd definitely turn to the others and go, it may be worth our time, holding up the gem. though not without danger.
Well, feel a little better having this, and he holds up the wand. So
That will
Maybe a little
count as
danger won't be
a magic focus for you there, Rob.
Sweet.
Just
Ooh.
clarifying.
now I just need my spell buke.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh, no, it's okay.
Says, I think maybe a little more danger wouldn't go amiss if it gives us something else to use.
I don't really want to play their game, but if we're forced to, it's our only option. Might as well be as prepared as we can.
Onwards. Is this place lit? And if not, I will
It's pretty fucking lit. You know?
Heyo.
There's flickering torches and what have you. Like, it's low light right now.
Okay.
Because most of the cultists, or all of the cultists that you saw, if you, took the time to remove their masks, you would have seen that they are human, so...
Okay. I think he partially ate one, probably enough to know that it was human. So.
Yeah, he's had human before.
It's hard to taste.
I partially ate two of them, I think, at least. So, not liking the shadow that he saw earlier, his clawed hands are going to pull back and reveal a floating fireball, like a small flickering flame, and he produces flame and uses it as a light. Which I think is
the gem of brightness also sheds light if you wanted
There's that
to.
too.
Yeah, up to you.
That doesn't actually expend a charge.
No, it doesn't.
He is going to light the gem of brightness using his produce flame
There you go.
capabilities.
There you go.
Yeah. So,
And there will be light. 30 feet bright, 30 feet dim, and beyond that.
All right.
And then he will advance.
You continue along the corridors with your passive perception, not really finding anything until you get to like that little crossroads to the north, and then you see another odd plate on the floor in front of you.
Is there the potential to lean out, not pressing on the plate, and look up and down the corridor to look for more nozzles?
Oh yeah, you can lean a hand on the wall and do a lean. Make me a
lean.
perception check.
18 plus 7 for 25.
Nice. Yeah, you lean out, look left, look right. You don't see any kind of like slits or nozzles or anything like that, and you're all like, and then hear like a creaking above you, and you look up and see a large metal cage, like dangling from the ceiling.
Directly above the pressure plate, or where we're
Yes.
standing? Okay.
Above the pressure plate.
So it's like a 5x5 kind of cage.
Yeah.
Or a 10 by
10 by 10.
10 by 10. Would it come down in this crossroads and block off the corridor entirely if it came down?
Yes.
Okay. So you see him like look forward and look both ways, and then slowly look up. Is there a way of getting around the pressure plate? You know, like hugging the wall or jumping or something? More,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
more checks.
Yeah. I'm imagining you're, as a lizard person, you're pretty tall. So you probably
Yeah.
have like the long legs. You will maybe have to help Essa over it.
I can do that.
Okay. But
Yeah,
yeah.
he's 6-ish plus feet. He's not like
Yeah.
the biggest brutish warrior, but he's pretty
Yeah.
fairly built.
Yeah, it's a pretty easy sidestep either to the left or to the right, and then so you can cut the corner basically, but you'll probably have to help Essa with his limp. He wouldn't be able to support himself that kind of lean.
Could I carry him over my shoulder in a fireman's carry?
That would make it hard for you to do. It would probably be better if
never mind.
one of you crosses and then you both help him cut the corner.
Okay, that works.
try that
So-
then.
Yes. The one last thing I was going to say. I know it said it would come down and block it. Would there be availability to like crawl over the top? We think from the size of the cage, from what we can see here, or
Being
would it like
directly
be floor to
underneath,
ceiling?
being directly underneath it, you couldn't tell it at this point. But once you get to the other side,
Sure.
you probably could. Once you guys roll me, some dexterity checks. Essa will have advantage.
Okay.
They're checks, not saves, yeah?
Checks, yes.
Gotcha. Oh,
13.
I decided to take some spells I don't normally take, so I took Thorn Whip, and now I really wish I took Guidance. All of these things. I got 14.
Okay.
I got 9.
Aw. Yeah.
I went first.
Yeah,
Right,
Herja was definitely first, and then Essa, you and Johnson get Essa
Over
past the little corner thing, and like John's like tries to do like the I just kind of imagine he tries to leap it, and then like the back of his high top Nikes hit the hit the plate.
That makes sense. He was too focused on helping Essa, he forgot that he also needed to somehow get across.
Yeah, and like instead of like doing like a one step and like leaning across, he decided to leap it and misjudge it. Roll me another dexterity save this time.
For the record, it wasn't a 9, it was a 6. I looked at the wrong stat.
Oh, okay.
Oof.
It was DC 10, so because you guys knew where it was.
I was looking at my saves, and because I'm a paladin, I have +3 in my saves.
Yeah.
Oh, that's better.
Holy aim.
15?
19.
19, yeah. So it like your boot hits, or Nike hits the plate, and you're all like, "Oh shit!" and you like do another one of like those little tuck and rolls.
Yeah, the over the shoulder combat roll.
And the cage crashes down with a loud clang that kind of like echoes through the corridor. Johns, roll me a wisdom save, please.
Also, he wouldn't have shoes on because he was stripped.
I said
They left those on. They didn't want to take them.
Oh, got you.
Yeah. They didn't.
Wisdom,
they didn't.
yeah,
They didn't strip you naked.
Sorry, did you say check or save again?
Save.
My bad. Save, that is a 17.
Okay. You as like the cage crashes down behind you, and you like look over your shoulder. You swear you saw like a shadowy figure standing in the cage, but you like blink and it's gone.
Nice. I think I see what you mean now, Herja.
Good.
I don't like how you said that.
It was more like a glad you're catching up.
Yeah, I figured, but it definitely sounded like a.
He's a little, he's a predator
He's
at
a
all
little
times.
weird.
He now that the cage has come down, is there an availability between cage top and ceiling top to get across? Or
Yeah, like the ceilings here are maybe about 10 feet tall, and like this cage is like maybe 6. So for the tallest of you, it would have like come down on your skull and probably like cacked your
rung that bell.
yeah, if not shattered your spine as like basically
Compressed, yeah.
compresses you into the ground.
Yeah, me and Dan fucking feel that, I tell you. You can get to fuck with your spine bullshit.
He's very sensitive about his spine.
Yeah, I fucking am.
Triggered.
Hashtag triggered.
So he's going to eye that gap. He should be able to crawl up and over that.
Yeah.
But he's going to turn, and we're going to carry on down this side of the corridor.
Jonathan's going to be more careful in future. Of where he's putting his feet.
Yeah, you make it there. There's another door. You give this one like a little wiggle, and the latch opens. The chamber in front of you is fairly small, like 10 foot by 20 foot. But there are like some like chests and wardrobes in here, and like some cots and bedrolls.
Like recently used, such as by 3 cultists that came and ambushed us, kind of thing. Like this is where they live, or
Or
dusty, or something.
No, it looks more used. Like it's possible that there's people that sleep down here for some god knows reason.
Hmm.
I'm gonna pick up whichever kind of blanket is the least disgusting looking, and I'm gonna sort of throw it over my shoulders for a bit of warmth.
Okay, you do that.
They sleep here in this maze.
They don't exactly seem like the sanest of individuals to you, do they?
No, you're all pretty strange. He's gonna lash around a bit, open some cupboards, knock some stuff over.
Yeah, you see like a few things that are basically it's like some food and rations, some regular clothes, not the cultist robes that you saw people wearing, but like there's not any like armor or equipment in here, but just like various sundry things that these people have.
All right. He'll probably snack on some of the snacks as he's going through. Some of the supplies.
Are there any masks?
Are there any what?
Masks.
No.
Okay.
There were 3 back where we left them. Some of them might be cracked.
I was gonna say they'd probably be shattered.
No, maybe not all of them. If nothing finds nothing of use, I guess we'll go back out and begin the attempt to climb the cage and then lift Asa over it. Such. I'm guessing he like pulls himself up or gets helped up, and he's like squat on top of the cage, like lying down, and he just like pulls Asa up and over, and we cross the corridor to the other side.
Yes, if you'd like.
Has anyone just wanted to take a nap here? I don't know.
No sleep for us.
We've got a game to play.
All right. Continue
More
on
lunch
your
to find.
continue on your way. Herja's passive perception is baller enough to note that as you come around this corner again, down this corridor here that's a dead end, there's a trap. As you get to that bend, you can kind of see this one is another. This one appears to be a rune that's like carved into the floor.
Okay.
Do I recognize anything about it?
You roll me an Arcana check.
Oh, I'm good at that, and that's kind of shitty roll. 17?
It appears to be a rune of confusion.
Oh. I'd steer clear of that.
Is it where your mouse pointer is?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm trying to play this entire without measuring all of the corners and stuff on the map. So like we don't know what goes on down there.
No.
But he knows there's something, and he wants it. What do you suggest?
Do I know if there's any way to disenchant or disarm a rune like this safely?
If you had dispel magic, maybe.
Yeah, dispel magic, that would be easy. I'll give you an Arcana check to see if you can disable it magically.
Yes, please.
Okay.
20?
Yeah, done, basically.
Not natural.
Yeah. Yeah, basically with your mage hand and like your arcane senses or what have you, you manage to change the aspect of the magic that's housed within and dissolve it.
I think that should do it, hopefully.
Are you going to try?
Oh, you're gonna
Or
make
should
Cam
we
do it.
let Johns do it?
I feel as he is the strongest of us, that might be a good idea. He'll kind of look at Herja significantly.
Hojo will kind of like back out the way, but like with his arms kind of proffering the corridor for Johns to walk down.
John's is gonna walk down the corridor, confident as can be.
Yeah, the trap is no longer there. You make that small turn to the dead end. There's nothing there.
Looks empty to me.
I'm gonna
Are you
like
sure? Good call.
Yeah,
I will investigate further.
Yeah, roll me an investigation check.
I'm gonna scamper up because I don't trust him. And puny human senses.
I rolled a 9, -1 for 8.
Yeah, there's nothing there.
Can't find anything here.
Herja, roll me a perception check as you come up.
These Yova dice are treating me really well. I've like rolled a 19, an 18, and a 17 now, plus my perception for 7 for 24. So
There's nothing here.
he hisses disappointedly.
Why would
He'll,
they put a ward somewhere and then not put anything behind it? Why would you guard this? Why would you guard nothing?
because fools will come seeking treasure and find no reward. I'm going to prowl back up the corridor, obviously slightly peeved, and we'll turn to Asa. Your body may be useless, but your mind is good.
He does his best to not look slightly affronted and nods.
Don't follow.
Thank you. I wish I could say the same about the mind of our companion.
Nice.
Reptilian chuckle. And
Anyone someone killed in one turn, you let me know, bud.
You only had 9 hit points, but brag.
humble brag. I'm going to continue down the corridor to the end.
Okay. Again, whenever you get to this corner, there's another trap, but you know, your passive perception, being what it be,
Being what it be.
Doing what it do.
being what it be, you.
I can make rolls if you want me to miss.
Nah. You said
Okay.
that you're being alert, and I feel like if your passive perception is that high,
Yeah.
it's would be a shit if you rolled and missed something. So I don't mind.
I am doing a Dawnfire, being
Yeah,
perception. I've got proficiency in perception and being a druid, so.
exactly. But yeah, it's just another. Like you see at this one, whenever you get to the corner, you see like a. You see the stepping stone that's discolored, and then directly above you, you see like a horizontal slit that's about waist high.
Okay.
And you crouch down, kind of like looking at it, and as you crouch, the light from the gem reflects off of metal.
So, put pressure on this and something will swing out, basically.
Yeah. So you can back up a little and have Essa trigger it.
Yes. Could I? He's going to think for a moment. Is there if you press the button and then John's, maybe you could grab the thing? If
I'll
there
do
is
what I-
something to grab.
I'll try it.
He's hoping maybe, if it's a thing that swings out on like a haft or something,
Mm.
it could be broken.
Okay.
Might not be. And then he'll back away.
Okay. Johns, how close are you getting to, like, try and grab the thing?
Is S triggering it or am I? Am I triggering it and then trying to catch it? Is that the gimmick?
No, S is going to trigger. You're going to try and
Yeah.
catch.
Because, yeah, you have weapons and things you could try smash it with or grab it, or you're strong. I'm not as strong as you, I presume, so...
I'm gonna stand as close as I can get without being in Ace's way.
Okay, so are you going to
who's
be,
gonna-
like, right where the pointer is right now? That square?
Yeah.
That square?
Yeah, that works.
Okay. Essa, do your thing, I guess?
Just an Arcana check again.
No. You're doing the
Oh,
mage
yeah,
hand thing.
Yeah.
Mage hand.
Do I need to roll?
Nah, 5 pounds of pressure. As
If it
a
looks like it's a whole blade, I'm moving out the way.
okay. You'll have.
I was thinking you would swing out and you would try and leap on it before it takes the back swing and like goes back into things.
It's basically
Be as close as you want to do that.
guillotine blade, like Indiana Jones in the Last Crusade is like giant like circular blade just kind of like shrinks out and covers like that entire tile. If you were a halfling or a dwarf, you would decapitated.
Okay, I'm with you now. So like it comes all the way down and there's nobody there, and then I try and like grab it to like stop
Oh
it
no
from
no
going
no no!
back
It's
up.
not coming down. It's horizontal. So it's basically like penitent man shall pass. If you were kneeling, it would go over your head, or if you were a tall dwarf, it would take your head off at the shoulders. Basically, so there's nothing to grab. It's a big flat blade that kind of like shunks out like a paper cutter or whatever.
But we
And
didn't
then-
know that until
yeah,
we triggered it. So.
Exactly. You had no way of knowing. But it stops a few inches in front of Johns's abs.
Abs.
But doesn't retract back into the wall.
I think it's a whole blade, yeah. So there's nowhere I could grab it and try and snap it.
Yeah, no, it's basically like a giant circular saw. But
Gotcha. Okay.
square, because it's covering the square or whatever. That makes sense.
Do you mind if we take a quick bio break?
That would be perfect,
in a second.
actually. But basically, John's like you're able to like lean over the blade and check that corridor. Again, there's nothing. You have a feeling that perhaps this set of corridor was just like you get confused and then you wander into this and get killed, or you get confused and wander down back into the cage and get caught. So this is just a trappy corridor.
The dead end.
Yeah.
I hiss in disappointment, and then I guess we go all the way back to the beginning, and I start snacking on human.
Okay, and we'll take a quick 5-minute break there.
Sure. Holla. I heard somebody.
Holla.
Hey, dude.
How goes it?
Not too bad.
I'm glad to hear that.
Well, be on the back playing a little bit the last couple of days, but
Yeah.
enjoying being a lizard man.
Yeah, man. Lizards are cool.
They are pretty cool.
Do you know what else is cool?
Lizards.
And
More lizards.
wizards. That's
Lizards
right.
and wizards. Nice.
But the coolest of all,
Lizard wizards.
lizard wizards. One of my favorite jokes so I got into a loading ready run because they're Magic, the Gathering, like sitcom sketch type show that they did for Wizards for like 10 years or something. And one of my favorite jokes is they're doing this commander game and they're like, my commander is Derevi Imperial Tactician, I think it was. And he's like, and the deck's name, this is Paul, and he's like, the deck's name is, it doesn't matter because my commander is a bird wizard. And I think everyone just understands that a bird who is also a wizard is cool enough. And then like it goes around, a few other people say their things. Then it goes to Graham and he's like, I'm also playing a pre-constructed commander deck. And they're like, oh, what one? He's like, Derevi Imperial Tactician? And they're like, what? He's like, dude, bird wizard. And he's like, bird wizard, I know. And it just, the concept of wizards being awesome when combined with animals. My passion for that style of comedy, that very specific niche,
Sure.
is born of that loading ready run video.
Animals
It's so
and
good.
wizards.
It's just like,
Very nice.
my commander is a bird who is also a wizard.
I felt like I could have jumped into animal form immediately in that combat, but I was like, meh, this is the first
Yeah.
combat.
And it was pretty.
It wasn't gonna be anything major.
Yeah. But
Was
I
it
have
I managed to
some
hit
wild
twice
chips.
in a row. That tells you it's a fine enough combat.
Well done, sir. Well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was pretty tame.
It took some damage, but I don't think it was meant to be super challenging yet. But I'm looking forward to. I have a few wild shapes. I don't know which ones he will allow, but see what happens when we get through the door or whatever, and have a slightly larger combat. And I've got a couple of spells to throw around whenever we find a focus, I guess.
Focus.
Focus.
I need to find a holy symbol before I can use my ones. Yeah.
Yes.
Holy.
Technically, it's anything that requires material components that are less than or equal to 25 gold coins. So if it doesn't require anything material, you don't need a focus, I don't think.
Yeah.
I just couldn't be bothered to look at which spells, or I'm not sure. I can do now, but
That's why D&D Beyond is so wondrous.
Protection from evil and good. That needs holy water and stuff.
yeah, if it needs anything, you need either the thing or the focus, because the focus just replaces the thing.
Yeah, that's why it's a bit annoying because I need the book as well.
Yeah.
Aid does.
Cure Wounds doesn't actually take anything. That's nice.
Locate object does. Magic weapon doesn't. Oh, now I have an actual weapon I can do that with.
Detect magic doesn't?
And Zone of Truth. Okay, my spells are limited, but I can use Thunderous Smite, which is going to be fun.
Ooh.
Smite
We were just
forward.
looking at which spells don't require material components, so I think you can use them without a focus.
That's right.
I have so far found none of the spells that I can cast need material components. I could have been casting... Yep. So none of my first level spells need components.
Mm-hmm.
I guess. Because druids? I don't know.
Well, they have components.
Some of them.
Yeah, some of them have components. Like Call Lightning needs a twig that has been burned by a lightning strike. Burning Sphere needs
Yeah,
tallow?
Flaming Sphere, I just checked. Heat Metal does as well, which is one of them.
You could use a wand as a focus, so if you guys manage to get Ursa's staff, you can always take the wand.
Does my holy symbol need to specifically be for my god, or can it be a symbol that I can deem as holy? What do you think?
What do you think?
I am torn because I feel like it would be very unless I find my specific holy symbol that I took with me, and then they jammed into a chest. It would be hard to find.
I,
Yeah.
Like a random. Oh hey, here's a staff of Huawei.
I mean, I feel that personally, I might rule it that you might like spend some time dedicating yourself to that holy symbol or something, and then either you find a holy symbol of your god, you can use it straight away, or like you take something that is relatively holy or applicably holy or something, and then maybe a short rest or 10 minutes
Yeah.
or something, and you could dedicate yourself to that holy symbol and use it.
Sure, that works.
I'm not the DM. I was just making
Yeah.
a suggestion to see.
I know. I'm willing to
Okay.
take your ruling on it. See. Also, my god's name is Huawei.
Is what?
Huawei. I'll put it in the chat.
Jesus Christ.
I can use all my first level spells, it seems, and lesser restoration from second level, but everything else requires stuff. Magical stuff.
Magical sturf.
Was your
Oh,
charm
well,
thing your spellcasting focus there?
No,
Herja?
I suppose it possibly could be. Basically, my swampy lizard tribe is kind of spidery based, which is kind of where I got the spider climb thing, or built out of that. I technically did write down a different focus, which was also spidery based, but maybe the charm could work.
Spider time.
Because spider time. Because the druid focus was basically a spider symbol, and that is basically what the charm of the spider climbing is, as well. Maybe.
My thought for my holy symbol was also a ring. Also for the joke of him being a wrestler. So his holy symbol is a ring.
Oh, I see what you did there.
The ring of
I
Huawei.
don't fucking like it.
Is it a squared circle? It's like a square ring.
It would be a circle and then it would have a square on top with
Right.
two W's written on top.
It's fine though. We know he's never going to turn on us because John Cena never makes a heel turn, even though he should have ages ago.
Oh boy.
He's doing movies now. It's all good.
Right. So, you guys have backtracked back to this center starting corridor? Yes?
Yes. The loud sounds of snacking can be heard.
I mean, I
Do
have
we know
some
that
kettle
has the
chips. Do you want me
key?
to immerse you right now with the crunchy crunchies?
Oh
Do it.
Jesus!
I love that she still made this out.
Anime.
I love the commitment.
You're welcome.
Do we know that Urja has the key? I know we have the potion, but I don't know if we.
Yes, I just kept on the key, I guess. But we have another direction to explore.
That's what I was about to
Really?
ask. I was about to say, we know we have the key, so do we go through it or do we keep looking?
More treasures.
More treasures.
I like that plan.
They have taken something from me. I will find it. And he prowls onwards into the corridor.
Indeed.
All right. So you make your way. You see the ruins of some other trap strewn across the corridor, kind of blocking off this direction. And see like the stone beneath is a darker, like black color
Yeah.
from blood seeping out from beneath the stones. And you continue to make your way up, and then
Looking at it, sorry to cut you
Uh-huh.
off. Looking at it, it looks like there's no way I can clear that. I'm assuming.
would take hours.
Okay, never mind then. We don't have hours. He assumes.
You assume correct. It yeah, with Herja's keen senses, like you spot any and all dangers and are able to circumvent most of them. Like you can kind of see at this juncture, you see the the two passageways down to your right, and then the single passageway to your left, and you can see like the faint outline of a door, in like the same position as the other room. If that makes sense, like spatial awareness would be like, oh, there's another room there, just like on the other side.
Thank you, Asa, for that observation.
It's
You
alright.
nerd.
Gee there, Herja. I think there's a door over there.
Well, that's not very nice.
We're all Muppets now, apparently.
Ah!
Right down the corridor, Ames back.
I would like to cast magic missile.
Oh. I was gonna do a Muppet voice, and I realized I can't.
God, everyone else must think, what must it be like to be so talented when they're around me?
Which way you
Alright,
going?
Towards the room.
Towards the room.
Ow. Yes, this door opens and it's ow. Similar
Painful.
to the other side. Only like this one appears to be more of a storage chamber. In here you find like equipment for digging and mason work. And there's large pickaxes and wheelbarrows and lanterns and the like, for the digging.
Cue some smashing, some tipping over of crates.
Smash time.
Smash down. Is there anything beyond just supplies?
Really big war picks and crowbars.
Mm-hmm. He will pick up the crowbar. We might need this. And he'll shove it towards
I'll
John's.
take your word for it.
Johns takes the crowbar and adds it to his list of equipment.
Herja, why don't you make me a investigation roll, followed by a D100?
Hot damn. 17 on the dice again, on this same dice, with no modifier, so 17. Followed by D100. 92.
Some of the wooden crates are made of you.
Made of me? What is
Oh,
this?
I'm so glad I'm
You-
No, you the wood.
Mhm.
You the wood. I know, but I just had a horrible image of like lizard crates.
I just got a vision of that scene in The Dark Knight where he's got the phone inside of him, except it's great.
So he senses the potential druidic power, I guess, of the yew. Maybe through smell or something, familiar smell. He will smash a chunk of it. And we have blades, scimitars, knives, that sort of
You
thing.
do have a dagger.
Yes. He does technically have the cunning artisan trait that the lizard men do, where they can make crude shields and clubs and javelins
Oh,
and
yeah.
darts and things. But that's over a short rest. But I presume sharpening this into some sort of
Wand would
druidic
be,
focus would take less time, maybe.
Yeah. You can do that as you wander.
Okay. Can I borrow that? And he'll like point to the dagger in your hand, presumably, or on your side.
Yeah, but of course. I'll hand it over.
He will now have his he will now be occupied, his attention, whittling some sort of vague druidic focus, trying to like make little spidery or web patterns on the
Ooh.
wand he crafts.
I like it. So, as you guys turn to investigate the other corridor, not that you know that it's spherical or whatever, or a big circle right now. Who's leading that charge? Well, Herja is busy with his wand.
I will, because that seems bright.
Okay, give me a perception check.
Natural 20.
All right. Like that, like entire floor, like both sides look hella dangerous. Like they all look wrong.
Basically, every stone looks trapped, more or less.
Yeah.
Every stone here looks trapped. Do you think it's worth going through to see what's on the other side?
What choice do we have?
I mean, we go through the corridor, or we
you don't.
Yes, but where else are we going to go?
We found the key for the door. Head through there.
Assuming that is the key for the door.
Only one way to find out.
You've been pushing down the suspicious stones with your mage hand, right?
That's correct.
Push down one and see what happens. Might trigger them all, and then we can just move through.
I do that.
Alright, this time I will take an Arcana check, as it requires a bit more pressure.
I'm further back because I'm whittling, just in case any fire is coming my direction.
Sure.
90.
19. Okay. As you, like, shift your mage hand and it attempts to trigger the stone in the corridor, you watch as, like, the entire floor shifts downward as though, like, a giant slide as it, like, drops to, like, a 20-degree angle. And it looks like a giant, like, carnival slide, essentially. Both sides of the hallway leading down into, like, the slide. And, like, you hear, like, the floor shifting and another... not that you can see it, but there's a pit trap over here where both slides would have taken you, and you would have, like, fallen in, and it would have been spiky business up in your rear ends.
Spiky business.
Spiky business up in your rear ends. Sounds like a Saturday night.
Well, I suppose that answers that question. The door?
Door.
We can door. He's just like idly walking back as he whittling sounds intensify.
As John passes Herja, he holds his hand out for the key to the door because he feels like he might be busy.
If we haven't arrived at the door yet, he probably won't register you until we get closer to the door.
He's just gonna walk the whole way with his hand out.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Like, waiting for her just to notice that his hand's there, give him the key.
Yeah, and like Herja like steps over the bodies of like the partially eaten cultists without looking up, just busy like getting that web just so.
Just so. And when he gets all the way to the door, he looks up and sees the outstretched hand, and then he puts the dagger into the outstretched hand and then uses the key on the door.
Inspiration, Dan.
Yay!
John's hands the dagger back to Asa.
Yeah. Within this room, it is another like 15-foot or 10-foot tall chamber. There are dead and rotting bodies like piled up in corners of people who look like half dressed, similarly to like you all. And also in like these piles, you also find your stuff.
Way!
Hey.
Woo! So, our stuff on other people who have already previously died.
No. Bodies
Okay.
of like other people and your stuff.
Separate. Okay, cool.
Yes.
all of our stuff, armor, etc.
Yes.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh, I'm so powerful.
His stuff is like a variety of various trinkets and totems. He noticed he doesn't have any other armor, but there is a shield, like a wooden shield,
Mhm.
and there's another scimitar that he puts onto his side, his original, and that's about it. And then they're having just made the wand thing with the spider webs on it. He now finds his like gnarled wooden kind of spider symbol made out like a dark kind of swamp wood. Does our stuff
Does your stuff include? You cut
the
off.
uncommon item?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm
He
so
will
powerful.
covet the precious charm of the spider climbing. That is basically like a wooden frame, circular, with like intricate web weaving, with like a spider in the middle, and like what was an actual spider, and then it looks like it's been like frozen with magic. You know, so you get that kind of like dewdrop crystallizing thing on the web. And he will.
You're gonna have to wait some more time as John puts on his chainmail.
Why don't you go ahead and describe your guys' magic items while John's is midstream?
Yeah. Asa picks up 3 things. One is a simple black robe that he pulls over himself. One is a long, gnarled, natural-looking staff made of kind of whippy birch, like inlaid with a few runes and things here and there, carved, and a few like strings and feathers and beads kind of tied around it. And the other is a very rat-eared, battered notebook that he like picks up and will kind of begin like poring over to make sure like pages are being torn out.
Does it say Death Note on the front?
Nah. It has a picture of him being rad as fuck though.
Okay. He's drawn.
John's, what does the cloak of protection look like?
Are we just assuming that John has now completely clothed himself in his chainmail?
No.
No.
In which case, I will wait until the chainmail is on before attaching my cloak to the back of it.
All right then.
So it's something like a cape.
So, as John's is mid armor strip, you hear more cackling laughter coming from the corridor to the north of you, and you hear some male voices all look, the rats have escaped their trap. Oh no, we'll have to take care of them. And I will need you all to roll me some initiative as a metal gate slams down on like the door behind you as the door to the north opens and 4 figures stand there.
Oh shit!
That's a 9 from me.
I got 10. Could I, in the time that they were taunting us from the corridor, could I have basically scuttled up the side of the wall so I'm like on the ceiling
Yes, I like
above
it.
them? Okay, cool. This is what this is for.
Okay, hold on 1 second. I need to reset the encounter because it is being dumb.
Oh, why is my... Oh. So I am out of my leather armor and not in my chainmail armor.
Yep.
Cool. And I don't have my cloak of protection on either.
That's
But
what you said.
Presumably you could, it doesn't take long to put it on?
No, I know. It's just for the start of... just so I know.
But you
I'm
don't
going
have it
last
on.
Because
Okay.
I rolled a 3 plus 1 for 4.
Oh. Oh boy.
Why is it doing this? Hold on.
I don't know.
Hold one moment.
Oh,
I'm standing
Trying
here.
to.
I'm standing here. Starkers, man.
All right. What was your initiative, Liam?
4.
4. What was your initiative, Rob?
9.
And your initiative, Dan?
10.
All right. The cultists are up first, and all of them, in fact, as 3 of the ones wielding scimitars rush into the room and immediately rush Johnce and Ursa.
Doesn't look surprise.
Yeah, it's gonna be 2 against Johnce and 1 against Ursa.
Herja.
Her
Or Asa.
No,
Asa, excuse me.
Asa.
Yeah, Asa.
I'm on the ceiling.
Somewhere between us.
Sorry.
No, worries.
A 7 and a 19 to hit Johnce.
19 hits.
Okay.
Um,
That will be 5 points of slashing damage.
oh, okay. Cool. No worries.
And Essa, the one attacking you, is a 10.
Hit.
You don't have your mage armor up?
No,
Why not?
because I haven't said I casted it.
Okay. Figured you would have as soon as you got a wand. 6 points
Well, I
damage.
can't because I didn't have my spell book.
Oh, I see. 6 points of slashing damage, sir.
Ow.
As the 4th figure strides into the room with purpose and sees Herja up on the wall as the other cultists had completely ignored him. And he holds up clutches at an amulet around his neck and points at you, Herja, and
Yes.
in the air beside you, a large spectral dagger forms out of like shadowy energy as he casts Spiritual Weapon. And that will be a 14 to hit. That's gonna miss.
That misses.
Yeah, he's not a very wise person for someone with cleric spells, but and then that was his bonus action. For his action, he will growl in frustration and attempt to Sacred Flame. So give me a Dex save while you're up there on the wall.
Absolutely. Dex saving throw. Crit. 23.
Nice.
I was
one died.
literally about to say, you have +3 because I'm a path. Didn't need it.
Okay, so 26 then.
You're not within 10 feet of.
The ceiling is
Johnson.
is more
Yeah.
than 10 feet high. That's okay.
Yeah.
23 then.
Yeah, out of diagonal, you'd be out of the aura. But yeah. Still, you describe how you nat 20 a Sacred Flame Dex save while on the ceiling. Or
So
wall or
presumably,
whatever.
like, he tries to throw the radiant flame at him, and I basically kind of do like I am clinging to the ceiling, all 4 limbs, though I don't have to be. And he sees that, and he kind of does like a backflip, but across the ceiling. So like he just arcs and wheels out of the way, and then goes back to his all 4 stance and snarls at him. And his tail kind of helps him over.
And then it is your turn.
So, being Moon Druid, I can change into a beast of CR2. And I have a list of CR2 monsters. And there is a spider of CR2, which is called the Ice Spider Queen. I was thinking maybe a poison version, so instead of doing cold damage, it did extra poison, or it does poison damage. But it's up to what you think I will have seen in my swampy home. And I've done lots of spidery things, so I was thinking the spider was most appropriate, but I could also be a cave bear, or a saber-toothed tiger, or a giant elk, or a polar bear, or a rhinoceros, or
You know what I'm going to tell you to do?
be the spider?
Roll a d100.
Roll a D100. Okay.
The old Andrew Prawl principle.
83.
It's a Call of Cthulhu thing.
I know.
You can be a giant spider, it just won't have the extra poison damage.
Okay. So the Ice Spider Queen thing has Spider Climb, Web Sense, Web Walker. The Cold Aura was the thing I was talking about. That I can take that away. That's fine. It still has a bite that has poison damage, and then a web attack.
Okay. Sounds good.
So I'll just take the aura away. That's cool. So he turns into a large size spider. So like a horse size spider.
Backflip into a spider.
Backflip into a spider. Like his limbs split, his tail splits, and his face snarls into something fanged.
Ew.
I'm
it
picturing
is gribbly.
that. Yeah, I'm picturing that. It's just like, it's not like a magical looking transformation. It's more that you like werewolf in turbo mode. There's like squelching and a little bit of blood splattering across the floor.
Well,
Quite
that's
possibly.
awesome. For my own sanity, I'm going to imagine it like a Sailor Moon transformation.
Okay. I mean,
Nah,
you don't have to have
I
looked
just told
up.
you what it
could
looks
have
like.
just.
Roll a wisdom save, John. It's,
Ooh.
Legit or meme?
yeah.
Natural 20. Suck my dick.
Oh.
Excuse me?
Okay. Don't tell the DM that.
John said that, not me.
Okay. If that's what you want, okay.
I don't think you want a lizard folk doing that too for you, man.
I'm a spider folk. No.
No, the man
so-
really. Never mind.
So yes, he'll backflip into a spider. It's horrible and gribbly if you happen to be looking. He is then going to leap from the ceiling on top of the cleric guy who tried to get him,
Nice.
and is going to bite.
I'll give you advantage for leaping off the ceiling
That is awesome. Thank you kindly.
because the downward strike is the most powerful attack in all of Dark Souls.
Okay, so that is a 16 plus 5 for 21 to hit.
Hits.
One creature within reach 5. I haven't read the entire thing for this creature. I was just like, it's a spider. That's the most thematic thing. It is. So we're doing this together. 1d8 damage plus 3 so 7 piercing damage, and must make a DC 11 Constitution saving throw or take 2d8 poison damage on a failed save or half on a success.
9. No, 8.
That is not 11. So you take an extra 4, because I rolled terribly, poison damage. If the poison damage reduces the target hit points to 0, which it does not, the target is stable but poisoned for an hour. And is paralyzed while poisoned in that way. Oh, so like gribbly, I'm going to eat you, Frodo type
Yeah.
poison stuff going on. So yeah, leaps on him, bites deep poison, and he's big.
Alrighty. That is your turn.
Yeah, it was poison. Bonus action to transform as a moon druid, and then an attack.
All right.
As
Essa, your turn.
The guy attacking me. I'm gonna dump 7 charges of magic missile into his general vicinity.
Hot damn!
All 7?
Yeah.
Murderland.
Make an intelligence check.
Uh, 7.
Duh. Okay.
So that's gonna be 9d4.
Just describe how you kill him. Your intelligence check was to let you know that it will only take like at least 4 to kill him because these are like the same
I figured.
CR as the last, but
I think knows that if this guy gets another hit, he's gonna die. So
yeah.
So yeah, he just kind of holds the wand out, and I imagine it's kind of just like a machine gun, like just bolt after bolt slamming into this guy as he gets sent slamming backwards into a wall.
And then roll me a d20.
13.
Okay, the wand does not crumble into dust as you expend all of the charges all at once.
Oh.
Okay. I hope you
and then
don't.
I kind of move back.
I hope you don't spend a long rest down here, but there you go. All right, Johns, it's your turn. You got 2 dudes on you, and a giant spider straddling another one in your
How much of my stuff can I grab before attacking? Can I grab my shield and cloak of protection? Can I grab one, or can I grab neither?
It would take an action to don a shield, or to ready a shield. Cloak of protection, I will say, can be a freebie.
Cool.
And
good,
then like grabbing a weapon is a free action.
That's okay. I've already got the trident, which is what I'm planning on swinging. So imagine this cool moment where he gets hit by, what are they attacking with?
Scimitars.
He cuts across his muscular pecs and abs. It bleeds ever so slightly. From the ground, he whips the cloak of protection. It's do I go bright green? Let's go bright green. It's like a bright green flash of light as he swings it around, and it sort of clips in front of his neck like a cape. On the back is the 2 W's of his god Huawei.
Mm-hmm.
And as he's like spinning the cloak around, he swings the trident, and I'm assuming I can use both attacks, one on one and one on the other.
Yeah, you can break them up however you like.
Cool. That was unfortunate because that was really cool. That's only a 2 plus 7.
9?
9, there you go.
Yeah, that'll miss.
I figured, and the other one is a 15 plus 7, so 22.
That will hit.
Nice. So I imagine the first guy. I imagine the first hit is the second roll is the first guy, and then the other guy sees it and dodges it back out of the way. That is 10 damage to the first guy.
Okay, describe how you killed him with the trident.
As Johnson's doing this cool slow motion twirl thing, he's got the trident outstretched, but he's holding it halfway up because they're close to him, so he can't like hold it its full breadth. Spins around, and as he like comes around with it, carves right through the first guy's gut, and it just spills everywhere. And then the other guy jumps back to avoid it. But now he stands looking cool with a cape and a trident.
Very nice.
Still in his leather jorts and not in anything else.
The one that jumped back to dodge you is going to strike out as you attacked his friends. You rolled a natural 1 earlier, didn't you?
Me.
Mm-hmm.
It was a 2 he rolled on his.
For that attack was a 2, yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure someone rolled a natural 1 at some point.
I rolled a natural 1 in the first combat, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna use that as inspiration. 14?
I haven't equipped my Cloak of Protection yet in the D&D Beyond. Why is it not? Oh, it's only +1, so my EAC is currently 13, so that hits.
Okay, so 5 points of slashing damage.
No worries. And I have a cool X on my chest and abs.
Definitely. The fanatic that is currently trapped beneath spider legs is going to get up from being prone, technically, and is going to reach out and try to inflict wounds on a giant spider. Does a 15 hit the spider form?
It does.
Okay.
It's AC 14.
Okay, that will be 18 points of necrotic damage.
Sure. There is a vicious clacking noise as the mandibles go.
The spiritual weapon is going to strike down from the ceiling in a similar downward strike, but miss with a 5. And then it is your turn.
Ooh. is going to feast upon the guy who just attacked him. Feast. That is 16 plus 5 again for 21.
Hits.
Feast. There's the D8. That is 5 piercing damage. And then DC 11 Constitution saving throw.
Ooh, that's a 3.
Oh boy. He then takes a resounding 6 poison damage, moving up in the world.
Very nice.
And
He is still alive.
that is fine.
Essa, it is your turn.
I am going to finally be able to cast an actual spell. Counterspell.
Counter my own magic.
I'm gonna cast Ice Knife.
You will probably hurt an ally if you do ice knife. Because exploding
Within
things.
5 feet.
Yeah,
Really?
that's like right. They're in melee.
There's like 6 or
Yeah.
7 people in this room. And the room's not that big.
Yeah.
Alright, fuck it then.
Well,
Sorry.
you can if you want.
No. I'll just Witch Bolt him then.
Okay, which one? The
The
fanatic
cleric
or
dude, the
okay, the
cleric
cleric
dude,
dude.
yeah.
Okay, which bolt them then?
This bolt him then. 24
Hits.
to hit. D12 lightning damage. 11.
Oh, describe how the lightning does the thing.
So he stows the wand, takes the staff in both hands, and leaning on it, kind of thrusts it forward, and there's this bolt of lightning that arcs from his staff and kind of Darth Sidious on Mace Windu's him, like back against the wall, just like picks him up and throws him back against the wall with the force of it.
Nice.
Nice.
That's the turn.
Yeah.
You come face to face with the spider as you've tossed its prey away.
Jones.
I'm gonna try and jab the guy with my trident. Not gonna
Okay.
even try and pick up stuff. Jabby jabby. 18.
Hits.
11 damage.
Describe it.
As he has jumped back, he's now slightly further out of range. Adjusts his grip by like throwing the trident up slightly, grabbing it lower down, jab straight forward, right through the chest. Just pierces the sternum. The other two slip through the ribs. And he pulls it out, and it's gruesome.
Very nice. You have defeated the cultists once again.
Nibble, nibble, nibble. As I eat the cleric.
I feel like we're winning this game. Oops, that's not that.
In spider form, he will prod at the bodies to see if anything comes loose. That's valuable.
Roll an investigation check with disadvantage.
Oh, set times. Prod. Oh, one of those was a crit. The second one was a crit. 8 plus nothing. What's the spider's intelligence? -4.
No, you get to keep your intelligence because you're a druid.
Oh no, I'm a druid, of course. Okay, so 8.
You find nothing.
Okay. He eats more.
Nom, 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 nom. Yeah, there's like this huge spider in the center of the room just feasting upon
The cleric's gone,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah. It just hum, tastes slightly of ozone and burnt hair from the lightning.
the giant spider looks back to the others for a moment, and then pushes in the leg or something, the foot, and then can I squeeze through the door? As Spidor?
How big is it?
Large.
No. These are
Oh.
meant for humans.
Okay.
Or humanoids, I guess.
Yes, humanoids.
Okay, I guess I transform back into normal lizard
Yes.
and the mantis space. And then I will. Now I am normal lizard. Can I search the bodies without disadvantage?
Oh, come on, man.
I mean, if I knew I had,
There's not going to be anything of
Okay.
value. I'll
I
just.
will. I will leave.
Okay.
As Percy leaves, I continue putting on my armor.
Yes, you guys can take the time to allow Johns to clothe himself. Rob, how are you feeling?
I probably can't do too much longer. I'm getting real sore and drug-addled.
If it is all right with everyone, should we just fast forward to the final encounter?
Okay.
Or we
So
can.
that-
I mean, we could put a pin in it and.
There's not much other than making you guys try to dodge a bunch of traps, which Herja's passive perception is going to beat. So it'd just be like
we could
making
always.
you.
We could
And now
always.
we've got our stuff, so we probably feel like, oh, we don't need to look as much because we have our stuff.
We
Yeah.
could always finish it next week.
Do you feel well enough to
If-
do the final encounter?
No,
or would you
we
prefer-
can. I'm just, I don't want to ruin it for everyone. So we could finish it next week with Jade, after, Strad
Rod?
thing, potentially. I
Uh,
don't know what people would prefer. If you'd rather just.
I'm
finish it
happy
now
to
and
jump
then.
to the final encounter. I don't know if you want to roll some damage or like roll some loot
No,
or something,
we
and then
can-
just put us at the last door.
yeah.
or something.
Why don't you guys roll me a D100?
Okay.
Oh.
Do.
13.
I got 28.
Oh, bollocks. 90.
90. Okay.
Take 90 damage.
I won't do that to you. Let's.
You can, it's okay.
I mean, I will be dead.
Yeah,
It's the unfortunate. Needless to say,
then don't say it.
I have way more cool jaunts superhero things to do.
During the rest of the exploration of the dungeon, you manage to find another cloak of protection, as well as a periapt of health,
Asa gets the cloak.
and a don't like that. Don't like that. Trying to find something interesting. Oh, I suppose it was a 90. A potion of greater healing. It doesn't have to be good for a 90.
I know. Dan, do you want the periapt?
Sure.
That is the
Cool.
one that keeps you from being poisoned or diseased.
Oh, I thought it was the other one. In which case, you can have it because I already have resistance to something.
Yeah.
I'm immune to disease already, so you have it.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. So
protection.
generous.
And I can take the healing potion because I have the other one as well.
Yeah.
So then I'll have both. I should
Did
have
you
this
say
back.
cloak of protection? See?
Hmm?
Did you say
You've
cloak?
got a cloak of protection.
Yes.
Yeah.
So plus 1 to
I'll-
you, I see.
I'll take the normal level healing potion then if you're having the greater.
Works for me.
Yeah, people have pockets now. You don't have to carry it.
I'm a drop a mage armor too.
That seems like a
Um,
good idea.
I'm also going to use my lay on hands to heal 10 of my health so that I'm back to full.
Okay. Any other
'Cause
preparations y'all would like to
Uh,
find as you make your way through the dungeon and get yourself to the final chamber? The voices and like drumming is at a near fever pitch as you all are at like the center of like this labyrinth. As you hear like the voices chanting about he who walks behind, um, like and as you're at the door, they just chant over and over, "They come, they come, they come for you." And it's like almost melodical or whatever, and they turn slightly Muppet there at the
It
end.
went a bit Louis Armstrong at the end,
Yeah,
didn't it?
yeah,
I cure wounded myself.
yeah.
For
Okay.
my 9 hit points that I was down, so I'm back
Okay.
to 4. Right. So have we got we've got a door in front of us or something that we have to get through, or
Mhm.
is it?
Like,
Does the key work?
yes, it does.
With them singing "They come, they come," do we think they know we're coming, or
Oh, yeah,
do we have the
definitely.
element of surprise? Okay. Okay. Uh,
Did we see more of those shadows as we were traveling? See, do you think?
There are probably passes of it. Yes. Why don't you all roll me some wisdom saves?
Oh fuck! I wish I hadn't said anything now. That's. Oh, I get another +1. Why's that? Oh, my cloak of protection. Nice. It does not gonna help me though. That's 12.
Oof.
4 and 8. 12.
I got +7 from my modifier, +3, I guess, from Liam, and rolled
Yeah.
a 1, so 11.
Oh boy.
Oh no!
Essa?
Sorry, 4.
Oh my.
We all rolled like dogs.
Nice. Okay.
Is that 4 plus my 3, Rob?
7.
There you go.
Okay. Yes, as you all have failed the DC for like the wisdom checks, Johnset comes to you first. You see like this shadowy like you kind of like check over your shoulder and you see like this shadowy figure behind you as like you feel like this cold hand on your bare shoulder, as like you described he likes to is shirtless. You feel a cold hand on your shoulder. When you turn around, you see this empty cowl figure, the big black cloak, and the cowl is empty, but you feel like cold breath on your face as you turn around. Roll me a D100, please.
I thought it was a dex save. It's a wisdom save, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then I got a 16.
Okay, then you're fine.
57.
Oh shit, I actually have an inspiration, so I'm going to roll my thing again.
Okay.
That is 16 on the dice, +7, +3 for 26.
Okay.
I'm okay. Yay!
57. I don't have any cool pull out the bag tricks, so I'm still shit.
Yeah. Johns, you like turn and try to stab at this
the trident,
creature. As you are suffering from a short-term madness, when you turn around and you see two of the figures standing in the hallway before you.
I'm gonna jab them both.
Okay. Roll to hit.
That is a what's my thing? 7 plus 7 is 14, and then I rolled a 14 plus 7 for the other one.
Okay, so you
one
attacked both of them. Does a what were the totals again?
14. I'm looking at the wrong thing. That's the problem. For one, and 14 plus 7, so
21.
Does
21 for the
a
other.
14 hit Herja?
No.
Okay. So you just see him like swing at you with a trident, I'm assuming?
I'm still
Or
using the trident.
still using the trident. He's just like Jones just like swings at you like madness in his eyes. There's like his eyes have gone slightly black, as he swings his trident, tries to pierce into your chest, Herja, and then turns that same ferocity towards Essa. I'm assuming a 21 will hit you. Rob.
Yes. Yeah.
I should have said if you rolled one at a time, because anything would have hit Rob.
Yeah, well, I rolled to see which one you were attacking first.
Okay, that's cool. I like that. That was a fair way to do it. That's 9 damage there, bud.
Ow.
And, yeah, so this effect will last 8 minutes.
Oh,
Jesus.
Jesus!
Oh, I guess the last boss is Leo.
I mean, until those calls go away, I'm going to keep capping at them.
Yeah.
Until someone tries to snap me out of it, I guess.
So
That works.
yes, well, I dodge the strike and then see that the trident gets plunged into Asa. I see the trident get plunged into Asa, and then I kind of I look at my claws and go, I don't have anything to take away madness. And as I look into Asa's blood gurgling, face, probably as you're spitting up blood, and then I guess I'm going to attack John.
Don't you have lesser restoration?
I do, but that doesn't get rid of a curse. It's greater that does that.
It's not a curse. It's madness, from the
Okay,
DMG
one condition.
madness.
Okay, it says it gets rid of one condition: blindness, deafened, paralyzed, and poisoned. If you wanted to stretch it, and my character would understand that I might be able to fix it, I would then. This is why I brought this along.
Yeah, do it with a wisdom check or a wisdom saving throw. We'll see if you can stretch it, rather than having 800 rounds of John's trying to kill him.
Jab.
You're lucky he didn't smite.
Oh, sorry, am I rolling the wisdom, or is it done?
Nadan. I have a feeling he got interrupted.
Hello.
Yes.
The curse got my internet. So,
No, I'm sorry.
Um,
Wisdom save to see if you can break the madness.
So I know that lesser restoration would work too.
That's what
Sorry?
the wisdom thing is for.
Right. 12 plus if it's a save. 7 for 19.
And if I'm within
Actually,
I'm
here it
within-
is, right here. Calm emotion spell can suppress the effects of madness, while lesser restoration can rid the character of the short-term or long-term madness.
Right. Okay. Doesn't say that in lesser restoration that it cures madness, but if I
Because
understand that it might.
madness is a optional rule. It's in the DMG.
Sure.
I just had to
Cool.
turn the page to see that.
Yeah. So, wisdom save would be a 19.
Yeah. No, that was to see. I was trying to stretch it, but it's actually in the rules. Greater restoration is used to rid a character of
Right.
indefinite madness.
Right. Okay. Well, if I understand that I can cure people using my healing magics, I brought lesser restoration. It actually came in handy. I didn't know if it would. So he in fact turns to Asa as he's probably spitting up blood in that kind of Frodo bubbling up the poison kind of way, and he just goes, "I have something for this." As he looks at his claws, I'm just going to basically smash him in the face with the palm of my hand and let out this burst of kind of blackish greenish swampy energy and clear his mind, ideally.
Yeah, Johns, you come to with your trident. It's like like Frodo in the cave troll, where he's just at the end of your trident.
I'ma quickly pull that out, apologize profusely, and then heal him with 9 of my heal on hands, lay on hands.
Thanks, buddy.
I did it. It feels only right.
Thanks for having that happen, Liam.
You're welcome. I'm an idiot.
But yeah, you guys get to the final chamber, Essa, do you need to heal up now?
I'm
He healed
sick
him up.
down. I'm okay.
I healed him with my own hands. So I
Yeah,
think
he took some damage in the fight before, so I was making sure.
I can go more if you want, Rob.
I
have
mean, I'll
11
take
left.
6 if you got spare.
I'll give you all 6 there, brother. I don't think we're gonna need to use this for the last fight. I do have another 5 for the record.
Okay, good. So you can bring people up if they're nearly dead.
All right. So you
When?
go enter the ritual chamber where there are cultists drumming and standing around a small circle, and you see one of the cloaked figures that were like the fanatics from before, the one that tried to that killed himself essentially, and would have killed himself again had he not been toasted. But they see you coming with like arms raised, and call for the glory that is he who walks behind, chanting, "The Lord of slowest terror, hunter of the shadows, we ask you to send your right hand, he who walks behind." It's like, "We bring you these sacrifices," and he like gestures towards the 3 of you, and then pulls another ritualistic dagger from his side and jams it into his chest, and slowly bleeds upon the altar that's in front of him, upon which a figure slowly emerges. We're just going to get rid of all of this. A four-armed figure of just basically shadowed smoke arises up from like the cultist's blood, and immediately streaks towards the 3 of you.
That's
Roll
cool as fuck.
some initiative, my
No.
friends.
14.
Ooh. 14.
18.
Haven't rolled a white die yet. Here we go.
18.
16.
16. Very nice. Very nice. Herja, you are up first again.
Ooh. Is no part of him metal, I'm guessing.
No, he
He's
is
pretty
all...
fucking metal, bro.
Yeah, you see like these white eyes that kind of like flash with like this red horror as it streaks towards you.
Are there any other cultists in the room, or they all killed themselves?
There are a few, but they're like drumming right now.
Okay.
You feel it like the drum makes like your scales crawl and itch.
Don't like that.
If you had hackles, they would be raising.
He will do his best hackle raising. How big is the room we are fighting in, and how high is it in such dimensions? Hello?
Oh, I'm muted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I wanted to have the monster in the center, damn it. Hold on. Boop. That's the chamber. You're kind of there. It is about 25 wide, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
55.
55 wide. Ceiling is, it's got those big pillars, so we're going to say it's a bit higher up, about 20 feet up.
Okay.
I should have figured these whenever you brought the spider climbing slippers.
I was that time I was checking to see if the big chamber could fit a coal lightning, which it can't. So
I see.
Just do it and close the door behind us.
It won't. It doesn't appear if it can't fit in the room. And,
Yeah.
It's 10 feet tall, but it's 60-foot radius. So unfortunately, the long room doesn't help it. The other thing I bought was, because I was trying spells that I don't normally do, would be Sleet Storm, which will basically fuck up everyone's day, apart from the giant floaty shadow monster. And then I brought like heat metal and things. None of these are going to be super useful. He is going to I get. Is it flying right
No.
through the air or no?
No. It
He
is
is going to cast Fairy Fire, I guess.
All
Maybe
right.
my best option.
Yes.
Great shout. Great shout.
So, see if that works.
That is a 19 on the dice.
Okay.
I'm a
Ooh.
change that to an 11, and hope he has a shitty mod.
Now, how does that work on advantage?
The number rolled just becomes what I say it is.
Oh, okay. So that will make it.
Because you would choose one of the two options of
I
the
see.
advantage, and then I guess he would
I
choose.
see.
so-
That would be a +5 for 16.
Oh, fuck.
Fuck.
My DC's 15.
I tried.
That was
You did.
That was a good try.
Okay. Well, that was my action. I don't have. I was hoping to concentrate on a spell before turning into a creature. But he seems to have, advantage and stuff. I might not get one off. I'm going to hang around for one more turn.
Okay.
And then try something else. So he is going to move and pounce onto like one of the pillars and like navigate upwards.
Oh, nice.
I'm not sure exactly where. If the creature's in the middle, he's basically going to go from pillar to pillar, possibly. If he
I
has
like it.
enough movement, but
I like it. I like it.
maybe only about 10 feet off the ground or something. But
Okay, John Cena. I mean, Johns.
Johns. So, I'm going to do my bonus action first.
Which is?
Johns. Sorry?
Which is? Sorry, I interrupted you.
As Johns squats down into like a position like he's about to thrust his trident into the massive thing, his eyes begin to glow a yellow. If I was still doing the funny thing, this would be where you would hear the brabadoo. But you don't. Or maybe you do. It's up to you. Theater of the mind. As he casts Thunderous Smite on himself.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And then he rushes forward and jabs his trident into the thing.
All right, roll.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that's a goodie. That's 24.
That hits.
Nice. Oh, let me just. I'm in the wrong thing. So that is. Oh, it's only 7 piercing,
Okay.
which is unfortunate. But I do get the 2d6 thunder, which can be heard over 300 feet from my location. It's only 3. And if they're a creature, they have to succeed on a strength throw.
Strength, you say.
Yes. The DC is not high, unfortunately.
That is a natural 1 and a natural 20.
Then it succeeds, funnily enough.
Yeah. That's what natural 20s mean. Then it is this creature's go as it shifts.
Oh, I get to attack again, though. Because I have to.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, that's my fault. That's a 19.
Hits.
Sorry, 19 plus. So I rolled the 19 and plus 7. Slightly better, that's 9 piercing.
Okay.
And the Thunder Smite is gone after the first one, yeah?
Yeah.
So he jabs forward with the Rabadoo. Thunderous explosion is not terribly loud, unfortunately, because it doesn't do much. Pulls it back and just jabs forward again.
I like it. Okay, so he who walks behind fixes his gaze upon the lizard folk that is scuttling about one of the pillars. I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw as you are hit with its stunning gaze.
Blue
just
steel.
John Cena or all of us? Or?
No, just you,
Okay. Just me, sorry.
Yes.
Okay.
because you're scuttling about, casting spells.
Scuttle. Wisdom saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
That's 16 plus 7 for 23.
All right, so you succeed, and if it had a face, it would be twisted in this expression would be twisted in frustration as you shimmy around the pillar out of sight, and so it will turn its claws at Jounce with a 11 and a 21 to hit.
The 21 hits.
All right. That will be 14 points of piercing damage.
Gotcha.
As you have vulnerability to the piercing damage from its claws, from its
Okay.
aura of murder.
Is this now? Now I have vulnerability, or is it during the attack I have vulnerability?
While you're within 5 feet of it.
Okay, got you. Carry on.
Okay. And it is now S's turn.
I'm gonna cast 3rd level Witch Bolt.
Alrighty then.
That's gonna be 17, 18.
Yeah, that hits.
Yay. He takes 19 lightning damage.
Very nice. Anything else?
Cry.
Okay.
Amazing.
Yeah, as like these threads of lightning kind of wrap around this multi-armed form, and it shrieks in pain, and like the cultists stop drumming and at the sound of its of their monster in pain. And they like look around at each other a bit like whoa, whoa. And it is her just go.
I am going to cast Flaming Sphere. Seeing as it is very resilient to having magic cast upon it. How far away are the cultists with the drums?
I'd say that they are about. Let me get the pointer. Ooh. Oh, I locked it. There it is. Boop. Like back here. There's like 2 of them. One
Okay.
here, one here. There's kind of like a big drum in the center.
I will cast the Flaming Sphere on top of the drum.
All right.
So,
Dex saves.
because he hates the sounds of his scales rattling or whatever, shivering. Any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of the sphere must make a dex saving throw, 2d6 fire damage on a failed save, blah blah blah. As a bonus action, you may move the sphere 30 feet and ram it into something. So basically, I summon it as an action, and I'm going to ram it into something, which is probably going to be the drum. So basically, if I can spend my bonus action to burn the drum through this turn, and if they happen to be standing next to it at the end of their turns, they will also take fire. But
Yeah, just go ahead and roll damage on them.
okay, 2d6 fire, 5 fire damage.
Yes. They scream and drop to the ground, trying to roll and put themselves out.
It is a dex save, like you said. but
Yeah,
that is the
they
damage that
they
would-
failed.
they
They
failed.
did really bad.
Okay, so he's burning that whole situation, and when that situation is done burning, the sphere will come over this way. But that will
Okay.
be his turn, as he's like still crawling around on these columns.
And then claws digging in. I know you've got like the slippers, but I'm kind of imagining you like Doctor or the lizard, just kind of like
The lizard, yeah.
into
Yes.
into the stone. Jounce.
And he feels much better, I guess, for the drumming, having ceased.
Yes.
Can I make some kind of intelligence check to see if I can work out that because I'm near it, I get hurt? Because the trident has 5 feet extra reach, so I can get out of its murder aura and still stab it.
Tridents
Correct.
have reach.
That's what it says here. Trident. Oh, it's reach 5 feet.
Oh,
I-
is that-
I-
yeah,
no.
that's right.
That's
But you
can't
everything
throw it.
has 5 feet. Yeah.
I assumed that was 5 feet on top of something
Yeah.
else. Okay.
No.
In which case, jabber.
Okie dokie.
Oh, that's only a 12 on the first jabber.
That misses.
second jab. I need to call a smite before I roll,
No,
correct?
No,
you-
actually, you only need to do it when you hit.
Yeah.
Nice.
You can call it after if you want.
Okay, cool. That is a 16 plus 7 for 21.
That will hit.
I'ma smite the bitch.
Cool.
All right.
Hammer that, because that's 2d. The top. First of all, piercing damage is only 7
Mhm.
plus my divine smite, which for some reason is never on here, and I don't know why. 2d8. Where's my other d8? Son of a bitch. There we go. An additional 8 radiant and 5 radiant.
All right.
As he jabs forward with the first, the shadow like misses. So as he pulls it back again, he closes his fist, and the signet ring, his holy symbol of Huawei, shimmers. The trident shimmers with white light, and he jabs it right in.
Jabs it right in, but as a reaction, this creature uses its unstoppable ability and reduces the damage it takes from your smite to 0.
Oh,
As-
sick!
As the
Well, it was well.
trident jabs in, and like the smoke and shadowed body just kind of like does like the cartoon thing where like the just a hole appears where your trident was, and like your smite just kind of goes like a sparkler going out. It doesn't actually hit. Anything else?
I still have a bonus action, yeah?
Yeah.
Let me double check what I can actually do. The answer is not much that's helpful. Oh, hold on. I can. Because now that I've used Thunder Smite, there's no concentration on that anymore. So now I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Shield of Faith
Nice.
to increase my AC even more.
On yourself? Okay, cool. Cool. Alrighty then. This creature's turn now is going to use its stunning gaze and multi-attack once again. Herge is out of sight, and so it jaunts it. Like those eyes flare and flash. And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please, sir.
Oh, that's an unfortunate roll. That is 6 plus 8 for 14.
That's what you needed.
Woo!
The first attack is going to be an 18.
That will not hit anymore.
Okay.
It wouldn't have hit without it, actually, because my thing was 19.
The other one is going to be a kraken.
Okay.
Oof.
Oh,
Okay.
No, it's not.
nah.
It's a 13.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, it took me a second.
No, I was pausing just for you. That is
Thank you.
still going to be a still going to be 11 points of piercing damage.
Sure. Where's one thing?
So it would have been 22.
Okay, yeah, that just hit. 11 piercing was that?
Oh no. With the 13, it's a 20. Does a 20 hit?
No, my armor class is currently 21 because of the
Oh, then you take no
because I
damage.
just-
Then you take
because I
no
just gone
damage.
through.
Yeah, you take no damage. Sorry.
Clock seems to be coming towards me, and I raise my shield, which also is the hand that has the ring on it. I hold it in front of me. The ring glows a bright white. Ting! Huawei protects me.
Really,
Rocket
it was the
shooting fun.
it was the divination wizard behind you. Well done, Rob.
Nailed it.
That creature's turn, and it is S's turn as you bend fate and save your newfound companion from being damaged. But it's your turn now.
I'm just going to. Is it my action? Yeah, I will use my action to deal 12 lightning damage.
12?
Or a d12. I do 3.
3. Okay. Anything on your bonus?
No, I don't really have any bonus actions.
All right. Herja, your turn.
With the drum dealt with, I don't know how burnt the drummers are, but can he bonus action scoot the flaming sphere up to behind said shadowy beast?
Sure.
Scoot, scoot, scoot. So bonus action, it slams into him, and he has to make a dex save.
That is a natural 20.
He passes. He will take half of 8 for 4. And I also realised I should have probably spent my 3rd level spell on this flaming sphere instead of the 2nd, but it's okay.
It's okay.
He is going to skirt around whatever pillar he is on and get into within about 30 feet distance, ideally, and use his action to Thorn Whip.
Okie dokie.
Thorn Whippage, 17 plus 7 for many.
Hits us.
Thorn Whippage does 5 damage and pulls him 10 feet, possibly upwards, and then lets go of him. But he's a shadow beast, he might not take full damage.
I'll allow it. Ooh, for 6.
Oh god, did more damage than the Thorn Whippage. And basically, Herja will be still in view as he is readying to pounce from said column onto this guy next turn.
Alrighty. Jounce.
You know what time it is, ladies and gentlemen? It is time for Jabby Jabby.
Jabby jabby.
That is a 15 plus 7 for 22?
Hits.
That's not right. I'm not going to use my smite on this one. 10 piercing damage. Followed by...
He's gonna unstoppable that one.
Okay. And then I only rolled a 6 plus 7 for 13, which I'm assuming doesn't hit.
No, that misses.
Okay.
Oh boy.
But that takes his reaction to do so. So.
If you got stuff, hit him with a pointy end. Yeah, that's me. I can't do anything bonus action wise. Well,
No, wait, no, he couldn't do that because it wasn't his turn yet, and he used it last turn, so he's going to take that 10 damage. But now he has his reaction back, so he can do it again on the next go. But it is his turn, so he's going to attempt to stunning gaze Herja again to try and make him fall from this the pillar.
8 plus 7, 15.
Yeah, you're still good. So he rushes forward towards Jounce again.
I like the idea that he keeps thinking that that Herja's eyes are open, but it's actually like the inner eyelid is down, so you can't see it.
The first one is going to be a 13, so that's going to miss. I kid you not, I have rolled another natural 20.
Oh shit.
It's fine.
Yeah,
Fine.
So that is going to be 4 plus...
I'll be due one soon, and then I'm going to smite his ass.
plus 5. So that is 7, 13, 26 damage.
Sure.
Ooh. I would like to remind him, if he doesn't move, he's going to be burnt by the sphere behind him.
Me or the shadow guy? I'm an idiot.
Possibly would know
Shadow
that.
guy?
Yeah.
Did you thorn whip him into it? I assumed it was
No.
already behind him.
It is already behind it, but it does damage when I bonus action ram it, but also
Oh yeah,
for anyone who ends
You
their
dropped
turn
him
around
up.
it.
You dropped him up, and then he fell
Yes.
right back down. So yeah,
So,
he's going
if
to.
he's smart enough,
yeah,
he may move away.
He's going to shift out of the sphere's radius.
Okay.
So that he's not ending his turn on fire, because that's dumb.
Yes. I agree. It's the dumb move for dumb people.
Dumbness. Mr. Dumbness.
Mr. Dumbness.
Sorry
It's
about
happened.
that.
Not being broken.
But that is his turn. Essa, it is yours.
The lion, the bitch, and the wardrobe.
Mr.
Oh,
Dumbness. I'll do another D12.
I think the lion, the bitch, and the wardrobe is the porn
Four.
parody.
For how
Did
much?
you say 4 damage?
4 damage.
Oh, I heard 4, and so I was expecting a number after. Okay. And that's your turn. And we come back around to Herja.
Herja. He is going to leap from the pillar, morphing into a spider in midair, and then spider bum rush this guy. Bitey bitey style.
Bitey bitey. Take advantage for doing cool downward strike stuff.
Thank you very much. Bitey bitey style for 17.
Hits.
Bitey bitiness for 5 piercing damage and a DC 11 con save.
That will be a 13.
That passes, so you will take half of 9 for 4 poisoned damage.
Okay.
How do poison shadow?
I don't know.
He is not immune to it, so
Obviously messes with him somehow.
Its
yes.
corporeal form is unstabilized or some balance.
Something like that.
Probably should be,
spider.
but
Also, the spider has 10-foot blind sight in case this shadow gets all, shadowy and tries to disappear.
Jones.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for your favorite part of the combat. It's jabby jabby. The first jabby misses because I rolled a fucking 2 plus 7. Second jabby jabby, I rolled a 1. So no jabby jabbies today, friends.
Oh, Liam.
Aw.
I was doing so well. It was so cool. He was swinging around his trident with his cape, and white light was shining out about every orifice. But then he just jabby jabby just goes fucking nowhere.
Liam.
Yes,
Liam.
yes.
Please roll higher than a 2, Liam, please.
It's not me.
It's not me, it's you. That I
Oh, you are there.
I need the spider to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Can I ask Robert, did you cast Wishbolt at first level, or did you do it at a higher level?
He did
It's
it
a
at a
fair-
higher level.
And you're still only getting 4 damage when you roll a multiple d12s.
No, you get the multiple d12s the first time only. It's
Oh.
d12 after all of that.
Okay, and it still takes an action.
Yeah, that is what Mary Elizabeth McGlynn got in trouble for with Rhyme Fang, because she was doing the additional, and people bitched about her on the internet, but it was Matt's fault for not correcting her.
I mean, she should also know her spell, but
It was also
don't-
like the second time she's played D&D.
sure.
But
You
anyways,
might can't know every spell in the game
true,
at the
true, true.
time. People just don't have to be bitchy. 9. I rolled a 19 plus
You're
7.
fine.
This dice is insane. It's done so well this session. Was he trying to stun me again?
Yes,
Spider
he
eyes?
was. Sorry, and then his attacks were a 10 and a 13. Do either one of those hit the spider?
Spider has armor 14.
Then neither one of the daggers pierce into your spidery form. And so no damage has been done by he who walks behind this day. Essa, it is your turn.
Come on, baby. 7.
He's going to use his last unstoppable to not take that damage.
Woo!
Which means on my next turn, he won't have a reaction to avoid my critical smite.
Yeah, sure. Your critical smite. Herja, your turn.
And now the DM's been sassy. Now it's gonna happen.
Ooh. I am going to ram a flaming ball into his backside
Okay.
as it trundles around 30 feet and smashes into him for 10 fire damage.
10 fire damage.
16 on his save.
Then he passes, so
And
he will
take-
take 5 fire damage.
Alrighty.
And then I shall bite him as a ginormous spider.
Clacka,
I
clacka,
crit.
clacka. Ooh.
The crit appeared.
Max damage,
so-
then you roll, then your modifier.
Yes. Does that count just for the base damage and not for the additional poison?
No, it counts for the additional poison as well.
Oh,
I should have
excellent.
saved my unstoppable.
I didn't see this coming. Oh, that's 2 7s on the dice. Plus a 3. Oh no, sorry, you said max on the dice plus a dice roll.
Mm-hmm.
So 8
Max
plus 7. Yes. Max plus 7. So that's 8 plus the 3 for 11 plus the 7 for 18 damage from
Oh, wow.
piercing.
Nice, nice.
And then a DC 11 Constitution.
Constitution.
That will be a 21.
Passes. So it is max on the dice, which is 2d8, which is 16, plus the roll, which is 24. But
The
he
roll is
passed.
24?
No, sorry, no. The roll takes it up to 24
Oh, okay.
from the max. Sorry. And then halved because he passed for 12 poison.
Okay. Very nice.
So
That was a good
he
round.
savages the shadow and like flicks it around wildly. Ah.
Yeah, all of like the legs piercing in and the mandibles slashing, like the shadow's having like a hard time keeping its corporeal form with all of like these appendages ravaging it. Jounce, 'tis your go.
Jabby. It's not a 20, but it is a 17 plus 7 for 24.
Hits.
Woo!
Do I smite it or do I try and nail the other one?
Decisions, sir.
You know what? I have. Can I smite twice?
Yeah?
In
It
which
just
case,
takes bow slots.
for
Yeah.
this one, I'm gonna use a first level to get the 2d8
Uh-huh.
alongside the 5 plus alongside the 11 piercing damage.
11 piercing.
Follow. Oh, that's decent. 6 and 7. That's 13 radiant.
Very nice.
You can't unstoppable, you massive shadowy prick.
I love it when you get so
Aw,
mad that you start cussing me out. Do you?
You insulted me. You sad. 21 on the other hit,
Yeah, that hits.
which I'm going to use a second level spell smite on.
Ooh.
3d8. Alongside the 10 piercing.
10 piercing. Okay, sorry.
Is that right? Where's my other d8? Oh, I think that's the one I lost. There you go. 4 and 3 is 7 and 7 is 14 radiant damage.
Ooh, boy. Oh, it's not looking. It's not looking too good. It's not looking too good.
Trident glimmers with bright light as he continually jabs it into the body of this thing.
Essa, finish it.
Finish him.
He will attempt to finish it with a D12. That's a 9.
Describe how the lightning kills it.
Yes.
So he's been like slowly focusing this beam of light, and as he finally takes the last bit of health, it's this furious like kind of explosive blast that sends his long hair flying.
I like it. The shadowy creature just kind of dissipates into smoke, a shrill like scream piercing all of your ears as it fades from this plane. The cultists run in fear and unfortunately, the only exit is the one that the giant spider is standing in front of. So it is.
I'm
it
totally
is-
hunting them down.
Yeah, it is. It is gruesome as like this spider just like picks them up with like one leg and pulls them into a mandible, clamps down on like the cultist's head, and then like flings it across the room, all like ragdoll style, as like the head dangles from the mouth, and then picks up another one and like throws it into one of the other cultists, and you just like hear like ribs and skulls cracking as like the spider just ravages everything in the room. You all have defeated the cult of He Who Walks Behind. Well done.
Yay.
Yay.
As Johns looks at the smoke dissipating, he yells, "Your game is over!"
No, Liam. God,
Oh.
I love you.